know what I'm saying? That's actually going to do an exchange. You know what I'm saying?
Get it all out.
I mean, go ahead.
Y'all finished?
I mean, no, I never would have thought that you were using, like Johnny Tapia used them coffins to smuggle his ecstasy pills. I would have never thought.
He's using the size 15.
Yes, size 15 shoebox and Mitchell and
fake souls.
Wow.
Oh, you just stuff them. Just stuff the shoe.
Yeah, definitely you can get a couple 8 balls in there, huh, Steve?
Wow. I don't even
doing
know.
great,
I don't
though.
even
You're
know
not
how
saying
this.
that to incriminate yourself.
I'm not even sure how this
great.
narrative started. Like, I don't even know how this.
Before the show, you're talking about buying a
how
land.
did you want to do? You had to drive all the way out there to the edge of the water for a meeting, like a drug deal. You live by a port.
There was no cameras at that meeting too.
There was no cameras at that meeting
because we wasn't. The show was strictly audio back then. Like, that was like the middle of the pandemic.
Exactly. And then also too, you hate Off-White. You know what I'm saying?
I don't hate Off-White.
You do hate Off-White.
I hate the hype that Off-White gets.
Do you hate Off-White because it's like Blue Magic? It's like when Nicky Barnes had his Blue Magic.
Do you drop tester on it? Do you swig in the bottle? Do you use a cut the knife? Do you rub it in your gums? Like, how do you know when it's pure?
Wait, how do you know about all this?
I'm saying, like, I feel like
I did a show for him with 6 years.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right. That makes sense.
Alfred knew where the bat cave was. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus,
so,
like this dude giving you more information about drugs than I ever had.
Because you can't say it.
Why do you think he brought me on the show?
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
You know what? That actually does make a lot of sense.
And when we went to New York, he made sure we brought a certain color individual to drive.
Who? New
Your
York?
brother-in-law.
No, that was Oregon.
Oh, Oregon. I'm saying Oregon. Yeah. So no, we wouldn't get pulled.
I was gonna say because Nisha drove in New York.
Yes, that's women and Caucasian.
Everybody drove, but
she
sneaks.
She was gonna drive safe. So
no, we didn't. No, actually, we didn't. Like, she actually shout out to Nisha, man, because she drove the whole night. We woke up in New York like, the fuck happened?
Yeah, because C's drove and then came up in the next exit like, oh yeah, I'm tired. Who's driving next?
Okay,
I'm like,
hold on,
bro,
time out.
To the next
I worked
exit.
that whole entire day.
So you drove?
I drove for 2 hours.
2 miles?
I drove 2 hours, bro.
No, we got
I drove 2 hours. Now, if you gonna clown anybody,
him and Nisha threw them chicken bones out the car like Jurassic Park. So
because I ain't even had none. Thank you for bringing that up. I don't know who ate those. I think it was
y'all was littering on the highway.
No, Sneaker Girl ate all the chicken. Sorry, Nisha.
Nah,
she ate all the chicken.
You just bigged her up and then you gonna shit on her. Like.
No, because he brought it up. Like, now I'm getting mad at thinking about it because I at least want a one piece.
Thinking about he didn't get any of the chicken.
I didn't get one piece, bro. One piece, bro. If the Jumpman was like, I
if
fried
you want to
chicken.
know what boils Caesar's blood is when he doesn't get the chicken.
No, it's when people be stingy. Look, Jumpman was like, I fried up some chicken. He brought in, I don't know how many wings, but I figured one for everybody at least. And next thing I know, we stopped at a rest stop. And it looked like the elephant graveyard from the Lion King, like on Nisha's side of the van. And I'm like, dog, like the hell, like so I didn't get one piece.
Boy, he drove.
Damn, you clowning her like that? She ate all the
she
chicken.
know what she did. Like, I love you.
Damn, that's.
I'm just saying, like she know what she did.
5 minutes, bro. He was like, all right, who's driving? Because that's when Jumpman got in.
When did you drive?
And I drove.
Bullshit.
No. I drove after G Sneaks. After he did that fast and
Too
Fast.
He was already.
He
tried to cut the 2 seconds.
Because after he did that Too Fast, Too Furious move, I had to come in and say today.
So basically, he was the stunt doubles.
Yeah, so
no, because he was merging onto the freeway.
So
it
it was like a truck here, and then there's a truck merging. He's trying to get over while the merging traffic is coming, and we're in between 2 semis, and he gasses in the minivan.
Yeah,
knowing it's a 6-7 speed transmission. Like, bro, that was.
Yeah, I'm doing it for my family and just drove. I'm like, dog, like,
I mean, y'all made it, so.
But not by the skin of our teeth. And then Jumpman drive. The thing, Jumpman
drove
like, I'm not tired. Next thing you know, we on the rumble strips. He was like, maybe I am tired. The funniest part about Jumpman driving though,
it woke the whole car.
The funniest thing, because I was in the front and I dozed off, and so I hear the rumble strips, and Jumpman like, no, I got it, I'm good. And I look back and everybody's eyes are like this, like wide open, like.
Because it was like, we had the S curves like this. He started to rumble and then he snatched the wheel hard.
Because he woke up.
He snatched it hard.
He woke everybody up. And that's when Nisha was like, all right, I got it. Damn, Dunks is back in the studio. Hell yeah.
Appreciate it. I've never had a nice comment on the show before.
Yeah, there you go. Salute, Anthony Turner. What's up, man? But yeah, man, we need to go back on a road trip. God damn.
You say that every
we
episode.
Man.
Hey, we can hit every strip club on the way.
What up, though? Everything King.
Yeah, we should go on a strip club tour.
God damn it, we really about to have this.
Pick up some sponsors.
Oh boy. Shit, it's funny when I went
As
down
long
to
as we're
Florida.
not the sponsors.
When I went down to Florida, when we went down to Disney World, I drove all the way down there and I never do it again. But it was funny because like every other billboard was either fireworks or some type of strip club.
I
or
think
like
I think
porn
Tootsie's
warehouse.
is the big spot in Florida.
Who?
Tootsie's, it's like the biggest strip club in all of Florida. I hear.
I thought Wet Willie's was out in
That's
Florida.
not a strip club. That's like a bar place.
No,
Like
I'm pretty sure there's probably a Wet
you
Willie's.
must have-
It turns into a strip club when he walks in, I guess.
Hey,
Oh yeah. You can-
When you get married again?
strip club man.
When's your
After we
wedding?
plan his bachelor party.
oh, that's gonna be epic.
Your bachelor party?
Yeah, it's gonna be epic.
It's gonna be at Tootsie's.
Is Mike Rich coming?
You just like to stir shit up, don't you? You just like to
Fab
stir.
Five,
Yeah,
man.
go to the Fab Five.
Fab Five sneaker
Yeah,
releases.
start clicking the mouse and get to the Fab Five.
Fab Five
All right,
sneaker releases.
number
of the week.
one, we got the Yeezys.
No, hell no. You would never see a Yeezy number one on this show.
That's in the alternate reality.
I'll be dead
This,
on, yeah.
this is variant dunks.
I was
That's why
gonna
you
say,
said
yeah.
that.
That's on another show. Number 5, we have the Nike Air Force One Experimental Postal Ghost. I'm surprised these sold out. Like I didn't think people were on these like that, but everything sells out nowadays, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. But I kind of like these though. Like some weird,
Cool
like,
concept.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
They kind of strike.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I mean, this was a
If I didn't know the backstory, I would guess it was like a Mars Yard or something.
I can see why he would think that.
At least like the overshoe or the boot he put out.
Yeah, I
similar
can see why
vibes.
you think that. Like, because the way it's made is some type of weird way, and I just know somebody's gonna try to cut the that plastic coating on the upper off to see what's underneath. I'm just waiting to see that video. But overall, I thought this. Excuse me, I thought that shoe was pretty dope. I thought that was at least this colorway. I've seen some bad colorways of the shoe, like that brown one.
I like the brown one better than this
the UPS one?
You got the brown one better than this?
Yes, because the UPS packages come to the post offices. They stole my Dennis Rodman, so this shit.
Oh, so yeah, that's why you don't like
you
them.
just
Personal.
got some, yeah.
But I like the brown one better.
Than this, like seriously, like
Yes,
as far
brown. I like brown better than this.
as wow, okay.
I mean,
He's making a statement. Just,
I
you
know.
I mean, you like white stuff, so I mean,
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
not me.
Well, he like off-white stuff.
I mean,
Tan too.
Yeah,
Yeah, mama like white
yeah,
stuff.
10. Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah, you heard it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
heard that.
Anybody,
We're like,
anybody listen to the podcast, you can just rewind and try to.
we're rather close, so I hear everything.
That's right. But no, these are dope. I actually like these. I'm surprised they sold out as quickly as they did. Because I got to the app at like 10:14.
You got to what app? I thought
Nike
you
bought
app.
this shit?
Oh, I was gonna say.
No, I didn't get a chance to. Like I said, I didn't think everybody
This shoe in the size 15. That's gonna be crazy.
Oh my god, you literally seen the size 15 the
No, I'm
entire
talking
time.
about
you
this
looked
shoe,
up.
like this
The
shoe.
postage it probably
The
cost for
postage
that, man. Dude, they,
69.36. You want insurance on that?
you got to sign off for that one, man.
Well, see, not everybody's shoe can hang off the rear mirror. So
So,
You get it?
Shut up. I got a normal size feet. Like,
yeah, for a toddler. Number 4. we have the Marvel Special Edition Adidas Stan Smith Baby Groot and Gamora. Actually, I like it. I like that cork. I love shoes with a good, with the cork on there, or how they.
I agree, but they don't age well. The cork
It
material.
depends, because I still got those cork dunks and they just fine.
I have them and they're pretty creased, but they're not like falling apart.
I mean, yeah, they go on crease. That's what shoes do.
Well, I mean, worse than any other material I have.
Now, do you put the you don't put anything in there to kind of prevent it from creasing as much? do
If
you?
I'm like boxing it for a season, I will. But if it's just like out, probably not.
I'm saying when you wear them, you don't put like a sneaker shield or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I always thought about it and kind of felt like it's just gimmicky, but I don't know.
The shields?
Yeah, I've never actually tried them.
No, I actually use the grocery bags. I think those are better. Like, and plus, I don't have to spend like $10 per.
Maybe
shield or
they'll
whatever.
sponsor us.
Maybe.
Snicker shell's not bad. They work.
No, I ain't
There we
mad at
go.
them.
I've never used them.
I use it for Jordan 1.
I never used. I want
That makes more sense to me than I forget what you call it, but like the people who put like a rubber plastic seal on the sole so you could peel it off later.
Yeah.
That I think is fucking stupid.
I had
Oh,
the
so
force
you don't
fields.
get your bottoms dirty,
Right, like I can understand wanting
That
to
shit I
avoid
hate.
creases, but your sole's gonna get dirty.
No,
I hate that
I
shit.
mean for translucent ones, I can kind of understand a little bit.
Nah.
I mean, that's the
or like
purpose.
shoes. There's some shoes that the bottom wears away quickly.
But that's the purpose of wearing a shoe.
I'm saying
No, I'm
shoes
talking
are meant
about
to
the
be worn.
bottom, like wears away pretty.
I just
quickly.
think that. I mean,
There's some shoes, not all, but I mean,
nah. I think it's dumb. I think, in my mind, the only people that do that are people that want to wear the shoe and then later sell them.
No, I just like my shoes to stay that clear sole thing. It's not easy to get. Once it gets dirty, you gotta really take it to somebody who can clear it. So to prolong that process, I understand why people would do it. Now, if you're doing it on an all black shoe, or Air Force One or something like that, no, that don't make no sense. But
to me, it just seems like it seems pointless. My shoes have been meant to be worn, so I'll wear them. I just, I throw them on. They're going to turn yellow regardless. 'Cause I remember when I don't know what shoe that was. It was a Jordan 11. I can't remember which one. I don't know if it's the Cool Grays or the Concords, not the recent one, but the ones before that around the colored pods on the outsole started turning yellow after a while, just on its own. So I don't, they're going to turn regardless. So, but I to your point, I guess I can see it a little bit.
then you should start wearing your shoes in the rain then.
I don't.
The translucent ones.
I don't wear them in the rain.
Because
the water oxidizes them faster. Like certain shoes, like I'll take care as far as where I wear them, and then like I check the weather and everything. Like if I know it's gonna rain, I'm not wearing any translucent shoes. So,
but eventually they're gonna turn yellow, right?
Yeah, eventually. But I'm saying like I'm saying because there's a difference between that because it don't cost me nothing, and I don't have to sit there and. Whatever the process is to put that thing on an outsole, I don't have to do all that. I just don't wear them on a certain day.
Yeah, it's still going. I mean, splash and puddles, they still gonna turn yellow.
Yeah, but I don't know. I ain't about to do all that. The white sneakers are clean. I could definitely rock them with some Levi's. Yeah, these are clean as hell. I like them. And like I said, that cork give it an extra touch. And unlike the other collaborations, they ain't do too much.
Straight.
Yeah,
it's simple.
Yeah. Unlike that, and they kind of, like I said, that cork midsole kind of makes it stand out. But unlike some of the other collaborations, they ain't do too much. Like this is cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is simple. You know what I'm saying? Just enough. Because they got what's that? The Monsters Inc. collab they did, and they got the Scully ones.
I haven't seen those.
The whole shoe is like furry. It's like blue fur with purple dots on there. It's just like y'all doing too much. Like I don't want that. Number 3, we have the Travis Scott Special Edition Fragment, Special Edition Air Jordan 1 High OG. Lord knows I didn't want to put these on here, but this was like
between these and the lows, if you had to pick
these.
I like these. This is not a bad.
I like the lows.
I like
these.
I like the blue toe.
Something about the color blocking is really bothering me. I can't.
Really?
I think it's the
something's
toe.
bothering me. I can't put my finger
It's
on
the
it.
blue on the toe.
Is it the?
It's the blue on the toe.
Is it the off? Like the yellowing on the midsole kind of look.
That
what
definitely,
you
I
prefer?
hate that. I definitely hate that.
Sale. I couldn't think of the name of the color.
Yeah, I definitely hate that. The backward swoosh is forever going to be done to me on this shoe.
You got some LeBron 10s, don't you?
I said on this shoe.
Oh, this shoe. I don't look bad.
This
I
is
like
this.
it.
You know,
I'm not the biggest hype beast, but I like this shoe.
I know you did the votes because this isn't number 1.
Hell no, it's going to be on. Look, it made the list. Shout out to y'all and y'all doing y'all thing. Thank you. What's up?
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Spirit of Detroit Pie. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, this shoe, the yellow and midsole and the back. I don't know, man. Like I just feel like it takes very little to impress people nowadays.
You know,
And-
while
That shit is
it's
not
up here, I would expect
And I ain't saying it's
sneakers.
bad. I just feel like it doesn't. The hype that it generates is like why.
I feel like there's still a chance
I mean-
sneakers might shock drop these too.
Probably, yeah, I wouldn't be
the
surprised.
resale generates the hype, but just the shoe alone, like
It's not the worst shoe I've seen. It's just definitely not the best shoe
You
I've
just
seen.
don't like. The
I think
people
it's
who-
better than the first one, the brownish pink Travis Scott.
That's a tough
Jordan
one.
I like that color scheme.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The first one, I would, if I had to choose between this or the first one, I would probably pick the first one. Only reason I would say, and I'm glad that he found other colorways other than earth tones, but maybe somebody gave him a crayon box out, with different colors in it this time. But I don't know, man. I just feel like it doesn't take much. I think people hear Travis Scott or Amamiye or they hear certain names, and because it's like the flavor of the month right now, like people just instantly get hype over it because one, they know it's going to be limited because it's a collaboration, and I just think it has everything to do It has something to do with everything but the shoe.
I think
Because sometimes these collaborations be basic as hell and people be getting hype over it. And it's
the
like,
Union.
The Armani is.
Union. They're still selling checkout links.
that's another one. It's like, I don't.
Ooh, I mean, I like it. I have a problem with this one. The Mayes. I mean, they had shoes before people slept on them. It took for the Jordan 3 to like for people to open their eyes up to them. But they've been putting in work with the cold water wash Air Force Ones, lows and highs. Like,
Well, I mean,
yeah. So that's to me. They was just to me. It was just okay. Y'all
Well,
just
this ain't
getting-
no knock to them. I'm just saying, I just think sometimes the shoes aren't worthy of the hype. Like, not saying that they bad shoes.
I sometimes-
It's just they not the greatest shoe I've
Yeah,
ever
but that's
seen.
just the power of the collab, though.
I know.
But
I know.
sometimes I feel like
That's why I
at
be
some point in the
indifferent.
game, when you're an OG person, sometimes you got to separate the fan from the product. And like Yeezys, people at one point in time, I was just like, because people who were liking Yeezys, then I separated those people from the shoe, and I started embracing Yeezys a little bit.
But that's
more.
what that's what I'm saying.
The
That's
same
where most of my discontent comes from. It's like I see the shoe and I'm like, oh, okay. And then next thing I know is like shoe of the year, and it's like, really? Like, serious? Like, for real? Okay. Well. Like, it don't take much to sell, so you don't know. Like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
think
Like,
people
it's
can
just,
feel like the way about your top 5 list with the Russell.
That's fine.
The Russell Wilson.
I know.
not the
I'm
Russell
saying, but
Wilson,
that's fine
the
though. Like,
Russell Simmons joints.
I'm saying that's fine. It's just, you know what I'm saying. But like, give me a valid reason other than
We
I'm
still
on
waiting
here.
on
Like,
that. We
if
still
you
wait-
can't defend the shoe other than saying his name, then it's like I don't want to hear
We
that
still
shit.
waiting for you to say your dirty Sprite Converses.
My who?
Your dirty Sprite Converses. Why you like them?
Oh,
The Ivan
I say they
Uzis.
grew on me. Like I didn't buy those. I didn't rush. I
They
didn't.
ain't dropped the jersey to go with them yet. Once
but see, that's
once
such
you
a
get a
difference.
jersey,
Like you
that's
said,
it.
grew. I was like, what was it?
No, I'm
about the
saying
shoe
there's a
that you
different scenario because that one I didn't pay for them. I didn't make that. That wasn't on the Fab Five list. I didn't hype them up. I didn't say, "Oh, these are dope" or whatever. They sent them to me. I was gonna donate them, and then like they sat there. I'm like, you know what?
It's a prop.
Fuck it. Like I'm just gonna keep them. Now I haven't worn them yet. You know
like?
what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm saying. What is it about the shoe that made you like grew on?
I don't know.
you?
It's one of those things. Like you ever seen a movie that was so bad it was funny? Like it was a horrible movie.
Freddie got fingered.
Yeah, one of those. Like it's just so bad it's funny. Like Catfish. Catfish is so dumb that it's funny to me. Because I don't understand how you could talk to somebody for 3 years, never see them, and then be like, we get married. That's dumb. But it's funny. It's so dumb it's funny. So it's one of those things with the shoe is like it's so bad that it's
you
just
like it. There you go.
it's so bad it's interesting.
Thank you. That's all.
So bad it's interesting.
Thank
But
you.
once again, I ain't never came in here like, oh, these are dope. Oh, y'all gotta
No,
get
we didn't
these.
say anything. We just want to know
These
what
shoe of
was
the
it about
year.
the
Like you
shoe.
ain't never heard me say
We
that.
just want to know what was it about the shoe that
It's
you
so
let
bad.
grow on you?
It's so bad. It's good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
You better be careful. You just got them shit on Converse, so you probably
This
ruined
track-
that deal for
no,
him.
I mean I said that the first time. Like, yo, that ain't
but back to this shoe, it's also Fragment backing it as well. I think.
Yeah,
so
which-
that's not
and
going to
speaks
help
to the
with the
colorway.
yeah.
That's
But I'm saying
probably-
like the Travis
so
side.
Travis had nothing to do with the colorway, probably. Sticking to the Fragment colorway of blue,
Well,
black,
he
and white.
probably wanted that was one of his shoes. He was like, "Hey, can we just bring this out on this shoe?" And Nike was like, "What we can do by bringing back a more even hype shoe, putting even a shoe even more hype."
I just wish hype
Yes.
operated like math, like like double negative is a positive, like double the hype makes it non-hype. Like
But it's not.
I know.
It's not the base.
That's not the way the consumer thinks.
I know, man. I'm just saying, like
Consumers and
even with-
resellers only know like a very basic equation: sell for more than pay.
I'm just saying, even when Supreme was hot, like that's what annoyed me because Supreme could literally slap their name on anything, and people was like, I gotta get that brick. I gotta get the
Literally.
Oreo cookies.
Literally
I
a
gotta
brick.
I gotta get this, that, or whatever. They came out with a brick, jackass. Like,
How many did you buy? Are those what you're building your houses out
They
of?
beat you to it, Steve? They beat you to it.
wow.
That's
Well, I'm
just,
saying, though, like,
that's
they
just
literally-
one brick.
they
It's like you
literally-
got to get these bricks.
They literally slapped their name on almost anything.
You know what C's is?
They had-
C's Frank Lucas when he approached Nicky Barnes in the American Gangster.
Yeah, that's what I said. He get mad about Blue Magic.
You already slapped
Yeah.
Supreme on my bricks.
Wow.
It's like Pepsi. It's a brand name.
Wow. So dumb. Well, no, like, so they came out with China, they came out with bolt cutters, they came out with it was almost like they was trying to find the dumbest thing to put their name on just to see what people would buy.
Well, Doug's bought all the
Yeah,
Oreos.
all of them.
That's what it felt like. It was
And
like,
Band-Aids and toothpaste.
yeah.
You bought all of that?
Yeah, lifetime supply.
But I think what Supreme did was really like if
I cut myself, I wear Supreme.
But people did. I really think they did that so people who are really hype beasts, they can really partake in their brand in every part of their life.
Yeah, it should to do with
From-
partaking. It was all
I'm
about
just
it was
telling
a
you
money
when
grab.
they did it. I'm thinking
Yeah, it
this
was a
is
money
stupid,
grab,
yes,
my
but
guy.
as a clothing brand to make things.
So,
but
Money
well,
grab.
who do you blame more? Do you blame the brands that they partnered with to be able to do it, or do you blame the
both.
consumer?
I blame both.
Well, whoever they collaborate
consumer.
with, they
I
charge
go with
on
consumer.
average quadruple the regular
Once
retail
again,
price.
like yes, the consumer.
So it's worth it for everyone.
The consumer still has to go to the restaurant, but you still set the menu. Like there's enough blame to go around. Like real talk, like you don't have to do dumb shit.
I mean, I just
But
sit
from a
back
business
and
standpoint, they looking at it as why not if it's going to
If it's going to sell, right? That's my point.
I just sit back and wonder though, because Oreo was on. I think it's owned by Nabisco. So I'm just trying to figure out who in the Nabisco office was like, we should partner with Supreme.
But you know what?
Or actually
Because the
took that.
analytics favor
I mean-
Supreme. The amount of traffic they get, the amount of
Right.
impressions they get. So like the numbers favor like this is a good decision.
If you're Nabisco, like yo, they buying boat cutters. I mean, they probably bought Oreos too. Fuck it, let's do a collab with Supreme, and they did.
Yeah, you guys don't have a Supreme wrench lying around?
What? Why?
Well, in case you got to tighten something.
But that's why they had toolboxes that come with a whole set of wrenches.
You got the Supreme toolbox?
I'm just saying, like I can't wait 10 years from now, however long from now, when we look back at this time.
It's going to be like Beanie
sneaker
Babies.
culture. Like, are we gonna look back and like, oh yeah, that was hype? Like, are we be like, that was dumb as hell? Some things you look back at don't age well, like Jerry curls. Like nobody looks back at Jerry curls like, oh, that was a fly. Like no, like that was, we looked dumb back then.
That's a hell of a comparison. I just want
I'm
you
just
to know.
saying, like
Jerry curls and
nobody looks fondly. Nobody looks back
a
at
short trend versus
Nobody looks
long.
back fondly at Jerry curls. Nobody's like, yo, that was a high hairstyle. No, we all like, yo, that was a weird time in the
But
80s.
Supreme is the one thing that younger people got older people to wear.
Say what now?
Supreme is the one few things that younger people got older people to wear.
Some.
That's one of the very few things that they got older people. I mean, that's a nice amount of people that wear it. I don't really. It's all right, but I don't really. I want some Supreme Fire. That's
Like
it.
I always say, Vanilla Ice sold records. You know what I'm saying? But nobody
Damn
looks back
right.
at Vanilla Ice and being like, oh yeah, he was hot. No, he's a laughing stock.
For that time
To
period,
that
he was
point,
hot.
he can't say you was a laughing stock and still
Most
sold
people don't
millions.
look favorably on Vanilla Ice. That's why it was
I
hard for white
do.
people to be rappers until like Eminem. Like he made it
People
hard for every
should-
white rapper.
Well, his reputation getting punked would did him in.
Right,
It wasn't
exactly.
his music.
Yeah.
per
It was
se.
it was everything, guys.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Nobody
It
was
was just
shitting
shit.
on his music at the time.
Nobody clown his music.
At the
People clown
time,
how he
I'm
was
talking
being
about
treated.
at that particular time.
Nobody
Nobody
clowned
was
his
just
We need to
shitting on
go
his
back and take a
music.
time machine because yes, they were.
They're not clowning his music.
Which is why his career didn't have the longevity
He
that
clowned
it
because
probably
Suge
could
was
have.
was a
Yeah,
jerking
more to
him,
do
bro.
with Suge, because Suge, that whole situation happened before his career took off.
And then when it came out is when it did him in.
It didn't come out till like years later after his career was already done.
Bro, he still saw. So even
Just like when we
that's
saw
even
MC
worse
Hammer
than-
try to be gangster. Like,
Who?
yeah, that was the hot thing to be doing, but nobody wanted to see that.
Who?
Remember MC Hammer tried to come back with Death Row?
I mean,
Yeah, nobody wanted to see gangster MC Hammer because that shit.
the rumor is though he do run with some.
No,
some
I'm saying like real life.
Yeah,
I'm just saying real life, yeah, but nobody wanted to see that. Nobody wanted that music.
Nobody wanted the real Hammer.
No, yeah,
The real hammer.
bumps and the bumps. Like nobody wanted
Oh,
that. You
God,
know what I'm saying?
come on, man.
Nobody
No.
wanted that.
That's horrible, man.
I'm just saying, just because something is hot doesn't mean that everybody can do it or should do it, and doesn't mean that it's gonna last favorably.
Yeah, but people at some point it still gained popularity and notoriety and so
To what?
So to the fans. You can't say like
No,
if
I'm
they-
saying like I understand the money aspect, but my point is, money can't. Well, if you're a company, that's all that's going to dictate. That's all that's going to move you. I'm just saying, as far as integrity, right? Like money can't dictate everything. Like if you're just going to do everything, there's a
What
lot of
business
things.
you know got integrity?
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm separating the business. I'm talking about
you can't
from a
separate-
culture standpoint. I'm talking about from a culture standpoint, right? Like because this is why we have vultures, because they come in here and just do it for the money, right?
I mean that's true.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm making a different. I'm making. I'm
But
trying to
also the people
separate.
with the most culture impact have made a lot of money though. The M's. The
I'm not
Pops,
saying
the
making money is
Bigs.
bad, but I'm saying is if money is the only thing that dictates your moves, then that becomes a problem.
You know, there's a Vanilla Ice SB Blazer from back in the day. Come to think of it,
You know the wheels was turning in his head.
I know,
I'm like,
he
what
was-
you did?
He was
Vanilla Ice?
waiting.
I know.
It took me a few minutes, but
That's why he didn't add anything to that conversation. As soon as you
None.
look at him on Vanilla Ice. Shout out to Vanilla Ice though.
Yeah, you shit on him and then you say shout out to him.
Terrible.
that's
mean,
how
I'm
the
just
show
saying.
works.
Exactly. Number 2, we have the Nice Kick Special Edition A6 Gel Light 3 OG Nice Cream. Shout out to A6 too. I'm glad they made the list. They've been kind of relatively quiet. I don't know if
Glad
it's
they
something.
made.
Yeah,
glad
how much did they
made
pay
this
for
that I
this
made.
list?
Because they haven't what? Time out. Because they have been relatively quiet. They ain't really dropped too much as far as
On your
because like
front
that
porch?
1 year. No, not my front porch. They don't even make my size. No, but shout out to them because I remember that one year. I don't know if it's 2017, 2016, but they was like heavy into the lifestyle thing. It kind of seems like they're taking a step back as far as trying to appeal to that crowd.
Well, they just did the Kith, the Kith collab.
No, I'm saying they do stuff, but not as often as they used to. It feels like it doesn't feel like they've been pushing it. Now I don't know, and that's what I'm saying. I'm taking partial blame on that because I don't know if it's just me not looking hard enough or if it's them just not doing it. So you know what I'm saying. But like when I saw this shoe, I'm like, yo, that's dope. I just thought it was dope. Like Asics, I mean, it's hard to make a bad Asics shoe. I can't think of. I mean, not to say they haven't, but it's been some. I'm just saying, like as far as if you was to use a batting average, you know what I'm saying? Like they've been pretty good.
I mean, I'll say this: I give you that they're pretty consistent on their hits rather than their misses.
Yeah, because everybody talks about because I think the shoes look dope. I think most of the colorways look dope. Everybody talks about the quality. You ain't gonna get no better quality on a consistent basis than Asics, and for a cheaper price. Like they usually go around what 130. Every now and then a collab might spike the price up. I remember what's my man from Wu-Tang? I don't know if it's Raekwon or whoever. He had a collab, and I think it was like over 2 because it was
some of their collabs usually do kind of hit like the 180, 190, 200 range.
Yeah, but I mean, I just feel like
and become extremely hard to get.
This and this goes to the whole point of collabs because obviously like I've said it plenty of times, collabs are like sales, right? They're meant to get your attention. They're meant to draw you to the brand and to the store. I just take issue with the fact that unless it's a collab, most people don't give a shit about Asics. And I think they have, like I said, I think they have a lot of dope shoes. I think they have a lot of dope shoes to offer, but because we so stuck on Nike, Adidas, we don't often see that. And once again, I'm taking blame. I'm taking blame for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do a better job of trying to spotlight some of these other brands like the New Balances and the Asics shit. Like even the Lenings that you brought up, you know?
You know, when I went to Complex Con, they had a stand, and I didn't really know much about them, but I've been kind of paying attention since then, and they've got a lot of dope shit. You just got to pay attention, you know?
Who,
exactly.
Leaning.
Oh, Leaning.
That's what I'm saying. Leaning has a lot of those shit. Even when Clay first got with, what's that? Is Anta?
Yeah.
He had some hot releases. They didn't come out over here, but you know, still. And what was that last comment, Stick? Can you
about
put that back
about
up?
the Kyries.
It was about the Kyrie 8s.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna get into that. Trust me.
I feel like they were being sarcastic.
Trust me. He said oh boy.
He said they were hot or they were fire.
These?
No, the Kyrie 8s.
Kyrie don't think so, but we'll see. We'll get to that. And then number 1, we got the Reebok question made Iverson 4. Now I don't know why they call it Iverson 4 instead of just the Olympics.
That was his jersey number in the Olympics.
Right. No, I know why the number 4 is on there, but why they call it Iverson 4 is instead of just saying the Olympic. Like when you got the Olympic Jordan 7, they don't have the
because they might.
Jordan
I think
9.
Nike has the Olympic contract, so they try to push it like that. Then they might have got some trick. You know,
that makes
trouble.
sense.
So
Okay.
that's why
All
I just called it.
That's why we call you Guru. Nah, it's I thought these were too. Like when I saw these were dropping, I'm like, bet. And, you know, I got the number 4 on there, and you know.
You know, it's interesting. Is what was that? Was that last year when Reebok dropped like the Kamikaze, Shaqnosis? They dropped a whole bunch of Olympic colorway.
Was that?
It was either last year or early this year, and I remember there was no.
Was it last year? I want to say it was last year.
I think it was last year.
I remember nothing this year.
Yeah, because I remember.
I know last year was the Kamikaze. They were just dropping them.
Yeah, because I remember there was no Iverson line, like signature line for that drop that they were doing. I feel like they were saving this up to give it its own release.
I mean, honestly, like I feel like Reebok questions get the Air Jordan 1 treatment, and sometimes it can get tired. But if you're going to drop a Reebok question, drop something that was like, especially when you drop something significant from his career, like just like a Jordan.
It would have been dope to see him in them.
I thought he wore these in them.
No, like actually, I want to
like that was what 2004, 2008. No, he was up in like 9-10 range. He ain't wear these.
I was like, I don't remember him wearing questions when he was in the Olympics.
No, then he wore questions on the back end, like Pistons, Memphis, Denver. He brought back a couple colorways. They even made some special colors for Denver. So yeah, got the black.
I'm debating in my head. Do I want to see a Denver Nuggets?
Those was nice. Those was nice. The black and Carolina blue.
Honestly,
yellow, yeah.
I would like to see them put them colorways on other models, like the Answer 1. I would like to see that.
Didn't they do it with that? What was that? That Iverson Legacy?
Nah.
Didn't they put a Denver Nuggets colorway on it? I feel like I saw the blue and yellow.
But it wasn't Denver Nuggets color.
I feel like it was like that the Denver Nugget colorway when he was there.
It was
that baby
favorite
blue
of the
and yellow.
legacy. Just put out the original models. You putting out like you didn't really retro all his shoes yet. You still waiting on answer 3s. We still waiting on answer 2s. Like
I wasn't mad at that hybrid. Like I usually don't like hybrids. There's very few hybrids that I like.
Give me all the originals before you start giving me.
No, I'll say that. I agree with you.
So that's what I always believe.
The answer ones is probably one of my favorites. Somebody even made the point of saying that I think we talked about this before. There's something like signature lines, which ones were the best. And for the longest time, it was like Air Jordans and pennies to me.
I mean, if I say like if you took their first 4 or 5 shoes, it's tough. You call it Mike, Penny, but that third, fourth spot between. I mean, I gotta get LeBron in the second slot. Iverson, Bron, and Kobe. Like, I mean, nobody like the 3s, but the Kobe 4s.
I'm not that big of a fan of the Kobe line. Like, honestly, I'm not. It's few shoes in there that I
really
like.
The Kobe ones
compared to other lines.
I said the 3-4 spot.
I wouldn't even say the 3-4 spot. Like, because I could think, because like I said, Jordan, Penny, Ivo, LeBron,
Paul Rodriguez,
Pippen.
What? You can go Pippen.
You probably go Dennis Rodman, honestly.
Barkley with Dennis Rodman had
doesn't have that many,
with just one brand.
Yeah, but Rodman went from he had his Converse and then also his the Indestructs. So I mean he had.
The first couple of Shaqs were nice.
I would say Barkley kind of up there.
Gary
too.
Payton, didn't he?
Gary Payton, yeah. The last
Jason Kidd.
J Kidd. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, are we sticking strictly to basketball?
He trend off.
Cause we can go Dion. We can
go. Man. The Diamond Turf,
bruh.
The Diamond Turf, in my opinion, is one of the greatest.
We're overlooking Paul Rodriguez.
First 2, 3. I mean, but
Rick's first 3 shoes were nice.
But
Rick's first 4.
I felt like the Kobe 4 carried enough impact for 2 shoes. The low top along with what it's doing.
I feel like near the end of his signature line, it got better. Like
what, the Kobe's?
Yeah.
No, it got worse. Like the middle portion, kind of like what Guru said. Like, okay, the Kobe
1 through 9, 10. Then after that, it kind of.
I give you Kobe 1s, Kobe 2s, not so much. But once you get to like,
I'm gonna say 5 through 10 is where I like. That's where I'm at.
You gotta start with the 4s because that was the first one that was allowed.
That's even one of the most impactful basketball shoes as far as what it did.
That's what I'm saying. As far as performance, yeah, I'm talking about as far as looks. 5 through 10.
The carpet,
5 through 10 is where I'm at.
That's a lot of gold colorways in the Kobe 4.
5 through 10 is where I'm at.
The POP packs, the Finals MVPs. That was a lot of gold.
Yeah, no, I mean,
but as far as Penny, like I think the only slip up in his line was the 5s. Cause I like the 6s though. They could have came with some better colorways with them 6s.
Penny 5s.
Penny 5s.
Yeah. I mean, 1 through 4 was hot. I mean, you gotta include the foam posit too. So
you gotta include and the flight ones.
Yeah, the flight 1. Yep.
That's what I'm saying. It's like Penny's line. Like I give LeBron the nod as far as the second slot. Just because he's been doing it for so long, I mean, you kind of got to give him, the nod on that.
I mean, yeah, Zoom generation, LeBron 2s, you had LeBron 3s, and
for the longest time, I thought it was Penny. Actually, he was my number 4 because Iverson was still up there for me.
I mean, Iverson, it could get crowded that 2 through 4 spot. It get crowded.
I'm gonna say Mike, LeBron.
I mean, I feel like we'd have to do a top 10.
Penny,
Ivo,
and then after that, I'm gonna say Dion because I think Dion shoes was dope.
Griffey up
Bo
there.
Jackson,
2s.
Bo, man, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of shoes out there.
But them Diamond Turfs, man.
And then somebody was trying to clown the Victor Cruiser shoes, and I'm like, bro, that says more about you than it does anybody else.
Cruisers are hard.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man, that tortoise shell heel.
I mean, the cool thing I liked about his shoe is that was the first time I felt like you had a football player. Like the shoe had nothing to do with like football or like cross training. It was strictly casual.
Man, I thought that was great. I mean, it came in a sportswear boxing, so
and it added to his personality because that's kind of just the person that he was. He was kind of like that person that's out and about in New York.
And then added to it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could technically say that was a hybrid shoe.
Yeah, it was.
Somewhat, yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Call it a trainer.
And then the colorways was dope.
Shit, Andre Agassi, the Air Tech Challenges. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I could think. I mean, those are people I would put above a Kobe.
Whoa, I wouldn't say all of that.
No, I'm not saying Agassi. I'm saying like Dion.
I was going to say like you about to spit some blasphemy.
I'm saying like the people who
named. I put Bo over Cole because Cole
he
had
his
name
models
on his shoes. Bo
he didn't have enough models. That's what I'm saying. I would put Dion over him.
I mean, just like I said,
and
just
low key, I might put Grip. I'm trying to think about the Griffies.
I mean, understandable because Griffey was like the only one doing it for his sport for real.
And low key, I could think.
He was the
about
only
that.
one.
Well, I mean, but you had Dion that his shoe. You could that was technically a turf shoe. So
but
you
it was like,
it.
but he only had like 2 or 3 with the Nike, right?
Who, Dion?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who was one he had more than that?
No, he only had 2 or 3. The Diamond Turf.
We had
Diamond Turf 96.
He had Diamond Turf 2, the Diamond Turf 1 and 2,
and
the
96.
DT 96. I feel like it's the fourth one.
I was on
I think it was the fourth one, but it might
No,
not.
because he started wearing Jordans. He was on
That
Jordans.
is true.
He only had
Yeah.
3
You know what's
shoes.
sad though? Like Adidas basketball has been around for a long enough time, and like I can't think of any signature line that I would put above any of those people. Like you got James Harden line is so whack to me. Like it started off strong.
Kobe-
I mean,
what
what
Kobe-
D Rose's signature line? Like, I
It
mean,
started off the first 2 was
yeah,
straight.
like it was.
It was
But
cool.
I take
I don't know
Kobe.
if I'll put
I
it
take
over
Kobe
those,
Adidas line over the D Rose one, the crazy ones, the crazy 8s, the ones he won the dunk contest was the EQ 297s. I mean, if you going that they don't got much.
But
to
that's
fish
what I'm
off
saying.
of.
Though. That's the sad part.
But the problem is though, is everybody remembers Kobe for the KB one.
Kobe got that
for
Pac,
Adidas.
like it's that Britain
That's
got
the
the baby
problem.
Pac or is the
That
Death
block.
Row Pac.
Yeah.
Kobe got the same thing with his shoe line.
What you mean?
Like 2 different. Like,
Oh, the 2 different brands.
Yeah,
bro.
like
the Interscope Kobe and the Death Row Kobe.
And then
Yeah.
technically with Kobe
Yeah.
too, you got to say the what was that the Hyperdunk was technically supposed to be Kobe's shoe, wasn't it?
No,
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 it's
no,
the
no.
Hirachi 2K.
The
Hirachi,
Kobe, no,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you one shoe that's gonna put Kobe touching third. 2K4 Hirachi.
That's what I was gonna say because that's true. That was it was supposed to be his, but he got caught up in his trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that was 2K4 Hirachi.
That was.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
That was that was a game changer for a
Top
shoe too.
five. I'll give Kobe
top
the
3
slot.
basketball shoe ever.
Yeah,
I'll give you the 5th slide.
that's really
He's
when
the 5th slot.
Nike was doing some crazy shit when it came
Because
to
when I
basketball.
think, because like once again, when we talked about last week, we talked about like the greatest players ever, or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the styles matter, the impact matters. Because I remember when Ivo came with Reebok, bro. Like that was Jordan-esque as far as hype.
it was Jordan for the hood,
Yeah,
basically.
man. I remember no Reebok questions dropped. Dog. Like that was
Yeah,
like that was something new right there.
photo
That was,
shoe in the middle of the hood and
Bruh.
Rucker and like all of that. Like it was just
Forgot
it was
about
dope.
Grant Hill, his feeler line.
I
First,
feel
the
like
first-
that's- I
Better,
feel like
wait, you
one or
had
two.
a rank. He better be in your
You know what I'm saying? Like, but he only had one. He only had like 1 or 2 shoes though.
Nah, I mean, I know. I ain't
That's
gonna say he had
enough.
the first
I
one.
mean,
You know what I'm saying? But like
He
you
had
gotta
the
have some
Jet-
longevity
but
though.
that gets you in the
Jet one.
conversation though.
That gives you gotta have some longevity. Like everybody we mentioned got at least like 5 or 6 shoes,
Oh, well, then we can't forget Post Malone on Crocs.
bro.
Nah, he wouldn't ask me.
that's
But
not-
I would say Grant Hill had
Did he
the,
really just say
the,
Yes, he did.
the triangle on the heels. He had the 96s. He had the 97s, which I have, and then he had the ones with the teal jerseys. I mean, to me personally, I know nobody else gonna like them, but I mean, it was alright. But I ain't gonna put him above the Deion's, Kobe Bryant.
No.
I'm
I'm not putting them
Yeah,
above.
those I had
but
those. Like, my mom bought me
those
for
I don't
Easter.
like. The Grant Hill 2s, yes. Like them shoes.
I'm just saying
They
his
was clean as
name.
hell.
His name has to be in that conversation when we talk about like that.
No,
signature
he's straight.
shoe.
Which ones are those?
Avo stepped on the
That's-
limb with Reebok. He really stepped out on the limb with an Italian brand to make
Well,
Fila.
Fila. Yeah,
So
yeah.
his
See
first
those?
2 shoes.
No, you seen everybody
These
with
I
them in
remember.
95,
Yes.
96, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Because
what
that's the
I'm saying,
one Pac had on in the All Eyes on Me.
Yeah.
So I mean, his first.
I'm saying
couple shoes
everybody
were
had a pair of those. That's what I'm saying. Like that shoe. When you talk about sneakers, you can like some signature lines had an impact, and some shoes had an impact.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that Grant Hill 2 had an impact. Now his line, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think it had the same impact as
The
a Jordan.
GH4s. I think Jordan Hill was his most probably countrywide shoe, but here in Detroit, I mean, he did what he did.
Oh yeah, most
Yeah, so
definitely.
because we bought a lot of his shoes. But.
Most definitely. I definitely agree. Ugliest release of the week. We got the Jurassic Park Special Edition Reebok Pump Omni Zone 2.
They did another Jurassic Park shoe?
Yeah, bro. These
I thought that was a Reptar.
bro.
That would have been a good Rugrats collab.
Some collabs just don't need to be
It's
done,
not that
bro.
bad.
Or maybe you need to execute them better.
It's not that bad.
Okay.
That's for
not that
kids,
bad.
right? That's
No.
not adults,
Yeah,
right?
that's for
That's-
adults.
Really?
It's not that
Yeah.
bad.
If this was for kids, I would probably say nothing about them.
It's not bad though.
These,
I've seen worse.
Okay,
I've seen worse.
They definitely belong on ugliest releases of the week.
bruh. I
Yeezy
can't.
didn't come out this week.
No, Yeezy comes out tomorrow.
Oh,
It should be
well,
on here.
That's
part
gonna be
of
on the
next
ugly,
week.
for next week.
Trust me, they'll be
Right,
there.
right.
Yeah, he holding the slot for it.
Yeah, but these, bro, like, and I like Reebok pumps, man. It's like, come on, man. These, what? Some, like to this day, I don't understand why we just not doing the Jurassic Park collab.
I'm still processing. You said that it doesn't even pump real air anymore.
Yeah. It's just all.
Well, that's because the dinosaur bit. He bit the pump, so all the air leaking out.
Nah, bro,
right?
none of the other ones pump either, bro.
Oh, okay.
So, unless he bit all the other colorways.
He may have, man.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, why are we just not like Jurassic
What
Park
a
came
dumb
out of what,
fucking
like
budget
90,
cut.
93?
Yeah, 92.
And there's no movie coming out like
Not
now.
soon. Yeah, I know they're working
that's what I
on
was
a new
gonna
one,
say.
but they ain't coming out for another
People
year or two.
just want to, who fans of the movie. I learned every shoe ain't for everybody.
I'm just saying, there's probably a better way to do this.
It's an odd collab because there's nothing around Jurassic Park.
It just comes
right
out of
now.
nowhere. And if you Reebok, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you Reebok, I'm not sure you got time to waste releases.
It may be like a
on-
24th, 20th anniversary. You never know.
They should do a Vanilla Ice shoe.
That'd actually be a 30th.
Honestly, yeah,
anniversary.
go ahead and do that. I mean, that probably would have made more sense.
About 30th anniversary.
Is it?
I feel like it's around, but usually,
It's been off for a minute though.
usually
Right.
you would get some hype. Like
I'm just saying, like this. If you Reebok, you're not in a position to be wasting time on like whack ass colorways. Like if you,
no. You gotta do it better. If you Adidas, you ain't got no time to be shitting on Reebok.
Yeah.
To be wasting time because
right. Get on top of it, Adidas. You're trying to sell these dudes, right? Like, no.
I don't think they are, man.
Honestly, I mean, you would think so. I mean, they about to lose money. They about to lose at least half of what they paid
They
for.
about to treat them like
almost,
they gonna do them like the Pistons did Blake Griffin. They buying that contract out. Don't nobody want it.
It came out in 93. This one that came out in 93.
Reebok about to sit at home like Luau Dang and just collect the check.
97. Actually, to this Jurassic 3 marks 20-year anniversary, so that's probably why they did it.
Nobody.
I don't
cares
even
either.
remember Jurassic Park 3.
Real talk.
Yeah, that's why.
Like I
I
remember.
think I do. Is that the one when they came to New York?
Is in silver.
Is that the one when they came to the city or they
I
came
ain't
to the
watched
city?
that
No,
one.
3, 1 and 2 had the same cast. 3 was like the new cast, and it was like a younger kid or
They
something.
did 368 million.
What 3?
Yeah.
I don't remember 3. Like honestly,
It was, yeah.
I'm trying to think. In those days, was that a good amount of money?
was
'Cause,
Jeff
like, now-
Goldblum in that one?
No.
Now,
Yeah,
if
I
you ain't making
think,
close to
yeah.
$1 billion, nobody cares.
Well, now you got only way to do that is
Marvel.
is that the cast from Jurassic Park 3?
No.
The budget
no.
was
No wonder
93.
nobody saw it.
No, I think
Budget
that's...
was 93 and they brought
Oh,
it
is
in
it?
not 368.
Maybe
Well,
I
no,
don't
so I mean,
fucking
so they
remember.
did bring back. I can't remember none of the characters' names, but 2 of the doctors.
200%.
They brought the one guy. Yeah.
Is that Deadpool?
No, they ain't Deadpool.
Over on the right, the dude that played Deadpool.
Bro, not all
What's his
white
name?
people look the fucking same.
Shit.
I was about to say is that Dunks, but what Dunks doing in Jurassic Park 3?
That's why he was gone.
yeah.
He had to shoot a movie
Right.
Low key.
in the future or past.
I saw Dunks. I saw Stick. I saw. Go pull that picture back up.
This is borderline offensive.
Yeah, they go Stick. Right
I'm saying though,
in
the
polo.
dude all the way on the right. That's not my man that played Deadpool.
Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah,
No, it's not.
dude, that looks like fucking Ryan Reynolds.
Hey,
Come on, bro.
Now if I look
Shout
it
to
up,
William H. Macy, man. His
Come
wife
on,
in
bro.
prison.
All right, you know I can Google some shit and put it up there and call it you.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, my bad.
Careful.
I gotta be nice to the Stick.
we got Beanie Siegel over here.
Dog.
Bizarre.
Beanie Siegel. They ain't a Beanie Siegel now. There's a difference.
Well, okay, old Beanie Siegel.
Man.
You Beanie Mac.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Got hit the block twice.
Jesus. So we got some shoes coming out. Buy or buy. We got a few shoes.
We have no more ugly. Is that the only ugly
That was
release?
the only one.
Oh,
We only
okay.
do one.
I forgot.
I
The show
tried.
You've been
works.
going for so long. You
I
forgot
know.
I
the show.
forgot
You
the
forgot the
format.
show. So there's no Fab Five for the ugliest releases. But buy or buy. This might be something you might be into, Dunks, since you love Dunks. Got the Nike SB Dunk Low Red Plum. They dropped sometime this month.
I'm a big fan of these. This is
Yeah.
the last of the ACG inspired dunk pack. This is the third one.
Shoulder shrug. Like
They're cool.
The last one was the Celadon colorway, and before that was the purple one.
I'm telling. I am so unexcited for sneakers right now. Okay.
I mean, they straight.
No, that's what I'm
They're
saying.
not
Like,
gonna
they're
sell high
bad.
with their
I'm just
dough.
not like nothing.
You mean they're not going to resell high?
Right.
Hopefully for your sake. I hope not.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not that you care. You gonna bot it to death anyway. But.
SBs are hard. If you look at the stock numbers dropped, SB is like a fraction of non-SBs on the sneakers app. Because they try and focus the stock allocation at skate shops. And they're all doing raffles or have shitty websites.
I feel like the skate shops are the only ones that give a shit about customers. To be honest,
yeah.
Some of the other boutiques too, because I know Undefeated did some shit, and I know was it Bricks and Wood. They did the same thing where they weeded out the box and stuff. But I just feel like overall, when you think of like how sneaker releases are supposed to be done, it's usually the skate shops leading by example. And shout out to them. Like, all right, so, hopefully you live by a skate shop. This next year we got this is the one I'm actually looking forward to. Joe Freshgood Special Edition New Balance 990 V3 outside clothes.
Yeah, those are nice.
Clean.
Yeah,
I like them.
Clean. I like these. These are man. Yeah, I like these. Real dope. I mean, he usually comes through on collabs too.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah.
Underrated. He's starting to get his credit now, though.
Yeah, I like these. Clean. I
mean, that's nice use of the colors too.
Yeah.
Like seriously. Like,
shout out to New Balance. I mean, once again, that's another brand that's been consistently putting out good product.
I mean, when you're not focused on, I guess actually focused on the hype and you just do your job.
They have been though.
What?
They have been doing hype in limited numbers.
Yeah, but they're not. Everything Nike now basically is hype generated and hype related.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think New Balance is starting to follow that wave.
They are.
I mean, they got their collabs, but I feel like
they're going under the
what's
radar.
his name?
The
The water, the Salem Berry.
because I feel like they got a lot of like general releases that are just equally as dope to me. Like I mean, and
their shoes are up there though. Some of them
are
like 150 to 200, 220. So their shoes up there.
But you know what you're getting with them, though.
You getting that Q word that you don't like.
I ain't saying I didn't like that.
Dad shoe.
Who said I didn't like quality? I said I don't like it when people try to explain away a shoe by just simply saying quality. So if it looks like shit but it got nice suede, you gonna like it has to look nice too. You have to have both. It's like a recipe. You can't just use flour and sugar.
You mess with girls that were. It was.
Listen.
I'm pretty sure you had a girl that was either ugly or had a body. You didn't. You still mess with her.
No, you talking to Caesar. I don't
Nah,
do that. Listen. I'm gonna tell you this. It's like a recipe. You gotta have all the ingredients. Just having half the ingredients ain't gonna give you a good cake. You can't just have flour and sugar. You gotta have the egg and whatever else goes into a cake.
Well, if you make a mug cake, you could probably get away with it.
Okay, well, we're not talking about mug cakes. We're talking about regular cakes that most people eat. A regular cake, you gotta have all the ingredients.
No, you don't, because vegan cakes don't have eggs and milk in it.
Hey, we'll use the cutting agent at your trap houses.
I said a regular cake.
But bro, it's 2021.
If you gotta consider,
yeah, man. Shout out to the vegans, man.
Regular.
You gotta be inclusive.
I ain't gotta include shit. I like steak.
So you don't like vegans?
Okay, the baby.
Huh?
You don't like vegans? You don't like vegans?
I ain't said I didn't like vegans. I'm just saying. I just said regular cake. I didn't say vegan
you said
cake.
you didn't have to include them.
I didn't say other cakes. I said a
Look,
regular
for his
ass
vegan
cake.
fans, he just
That
doesn't.
vegan scans. We apologize. C's disregarding.
You ain't gotta apologize for shit. I ain't saying nothing about you. I just
didn't
said
say,
regular
man.
cake. I'm trying to make an analogy.
Hey, look, we can start the show later to get all the California people. There's a lot of black people over there probably vegans.
Who the fuck said anything about vegans?
I
Who about
did.
vegans?
Yeah,
I
you
said
have to be
regular cake.
inclusive of
I'm
your
making
cake
it. I ain't
discussions.
gotta include shit. Regular cake. Regular cake.
That's not regular. There's no
The
such
reason
thing
why
as
you
regular
go to a
cake no more.
bakery and they tell you here's a cake and then there's a vegan cake.
But
They
there's not
define the
regular
vegan cake by putting vegan in front of it.
But here's my thing.
They don't have to do that with a regular cake.
But the vegan people, they don't have to put vegan in front of the cake because that's the type of cake.
Yes, they
eat.
do.
No, they don't, because they don't eat vegan. They don't eat regular cake. They eat vegan.
They eat
cake.
vegan
What the
cake.
fuck?
So,
What are you talking
so
about?
for them,
When
it's
they go
just
to
a
the
cake.
store,
Exactly. To the vegan people, it's just a cake.
When they go to the store, it says
So,
vegan
it's
cake.
prime
That's how
example.
they know not to get
Prime
any other
example,
cake.
we look at women for our color as women. He may look at her like she's a nice black woman. We're going to look and say she's a nice
Hey, what are we
woman.
reading thoughts here?
But
When they go buy a cake,
thank you.
when vegans go buy a
business.
cake, they go look for vegan cakes unless they go to a vegan
And I
shop.
have to go look for regular cakes that says eggs, cheese, milk.
No, you don't.
Yes, you
when
do,
you go to a
because there's
bakery,
vegan options.
if you go to a bakery,
Well, it's cheesecake.
if you go to a
Be
bakery,
correct
it does
type
not
cake
say
you was talking
regular
about.
cake. It'll say
Yeah, like
lemon
a pie.
cake. It'll say whatever type
Yeah,
of
vegan
chocolate
pie.
cake. But if you are a vegan, you're going to look for the vegan chocolate cake. You're going to look for the vegan lemon
But
cake.
here's my thing, though. It doesn't say
Unless
vegan.
it's a vegan bakery, then in which case it
say
doesn't matter
vegan
because it's all vegan anyway.
It doesn't say vegan because you have to look at the ingredients. It's going to tell you without the absence of milk, cheese, and egg. That's vegan.
If it identifies itself as vegan, you already know that shit.
No, but you have to look at the ingredients. Not all cake boxes says vegan.
Why the fuck were you talking about this? Point is, use all the ingredients, not just half of the ingredients. I don't care if it's a vegan cake or a regular cake. God damn it! If you are using a recipe, you have to use all the ingredients, right?
Cook.
Therefore, when you talk about a shoe, you have to use all the ingredients. Not just quality. Okay, it looks like shit though. Oh, but quality. No, it has to
Quality's
look good
nice.
too. It
So
has to
that-
look good and have good quality.
So that's my question about your purple Converse.
Thank
Is there good quality on them?
I I just said it. Why is that the bar?
No, I'm not saying that's the. I'm not saying that's the bar.
bar.
I'm just asking your opinion.
Nobody said that shoe had good quality. Nobody even said that shoe was dope.
But
I said they
liked
grew on
it,
me.
though.
I said they grew on me.
So
I said
what-
they were so bad, so good.
So what about the shoe? Because clearly it's not the looks, and
I
then
never
it's not
said
the
that
quality.
shoe. I've
So
never
then what
pumped.
grew?
Time out. I never pumped that shoe up. If
Yeah.
I didn't bring it here, y'all wouldn't even know I had it.
He didn't
I never,
bake that cake.
That's what I'm saying.
But you
I didn't even ask for that cake. They sent me a slice. I don't give a fuck. The
Was
point
it
is,
vegan?
I don't. I mean, shit.
It might be
A lot of
vegan, it might be
things
vegan
are.
leather the way it looks. It's vegan leather.
Point
the way it
is,
looks.
I never pumped that shoe up. I never said this shoe is the
what
shoe
we
of
were
the year.
saying is
Hey,
that
it's
we're using
recycled
your
plastic.
shoes
No,
as
because
example
you're not
as-
using my example
No,
because
listen
I'm
to
talking
the-
about
no,
because
the
I'm talking
shoe.
about shoes that people hype up. I'm talking about the shoes when they talk about shoes. It's like, oh, but it got good quality. I never said that about that shoe. I never said, oh, this shoe got good quality. I never defended that shoe. I just said it grew on me. I can't even tell you what it was. I just said
Yo,
it's so bad it's good.
I
That's
think-
all I said.
I think the point was New Balance has some good ingredients,
Yes, they have good ingredients. They have quality and they look dope.
and we flip pies.
Some of these shoes look like
But you-
shit, but they're like good quality.
Well, here's what I was saying though.
And,
see,
and honestly, it just every time somebody says good quality, it just seems like they're just trying to defer from the fact that
But
they don't
is
know
it
why they bought
shattered
it. Other
backboard
than,
quality?
right. Huh?
But is it shattered backboard quality?
Oh, God. Now that was a shoe that looked dope and had good quality. Now that's another thing that annoys
the
me.
first one.
The first one. After
the
that,
first
no,
one.
second one too.
Well, yeah, because
It wasn't as good, but it was still nice.
because they just flipped
No,
the
not
colors
every
around.
Jordan, not every Air Jordan that feels soft to the touch is a shattered backboard, which is annoying. That's
Some
another
people
thing
just
that
never
annoys
had. Some people just never felt good leather before.
me. Yeah,
That's all that-
Don't
Most
tell them
people
that.
who own Nikes have not felt great leather.
I would agree.
That
I
is
don't know.
very
I don't know.
true. Yeah, I'll give you that.
It's gonna hurt a
Gotta
lot
get
of
you a good.
feelings.
So
Gotta
true,
get
but-
you a good dress shoe to feel good leather.
So very true. This next shoe, I'm actually looking forward to this Nike though. We have the Nike Air Max 90 Tera Escape Pomegranate. Now I think this is part of their like recycled.
Hold on, what'd you call this?
It's the Nike Air Max Tera Escape.
Okay,
Nike Air Max 90. I'm sorry, Nike Air Max 90.
this is
Tera
my
Escape.
first time seeing this.
This is part of like the recycled thing that they're doing.
Space trash or
Kinda,
hippie trash?
Yeah. And so I like this. That translucent midsole.
I bet you people that's vegan wear those.
Probably.
This is a sneaker I have to see in person.
Yeah. Like so
'cause
far
I'm-
the pictures are clean as hell to me. I
I'm not
like that.
feeling it in the picture.
Okay, cool.
Nah, it's
that means more shoes for me. I'm just telling you.
Clearly,
I hope the
clearly
quality's
not if it's a Nike shoe.
I hope the
Well, yeah,
quality's
that's true.
nice. I really hope the quality's nice. I might like it if the quality's nice.
Who said I didn't like quality? What the fuck?
I didn't say nothing about you.
You being sarcastic.
I didn't say
I
nothing
hope the
about
quality's
you.
nice. I hope the quality's nice too.
too.
You and me both. I hope the quality's nice too. I'm just saying the shoe got to look good. We went through this in another episode. The rankings. Number 1, it has to look good. Number 2, the quality.
We gonna keep going.
If it
with
don't
this.
look good, then number 2 don't matter.
just accept it. This is gonna
So-
keep
It's like
going.
if she ugly, I don't give a shit what her personality is. She ugly.
But she got a body. Would you still talk?
She's
Yeah.
ugly.
But she got a body.
She's ugly.
She
What
got
if
a
you
body.
see her from behind first and not see?
And
that
then if I
she's
see her
ugly?
face, it's like, nope.
Okay,
Okay.
so she was great. She had a beautiful but didn't have a body. Would you still talk to her?
If she was beautiful in the face and she
Yes.
didn't have a body. No, we talking about skinnier
Oh,
fat.
see that? Exactly. That's what we're talking about.
No,
You
wait,
only
wait,
need one.
wait, no.
You
Let me ask
only
you this.
need one.
Let me ask you this. No, because that's a very important question. Now we
Yeah,
talking
that's
about
his preference.
No, wait.
You
Because
gotta-
there's some girls who don't have a body because they're like super skinny. They just don't have no shape. And then there's girls that are like fat, but they
We're
have
gonna
some
get some
shape.
real
They
bad
just lost-
comments
they
on
need to
this
lose some
one.
weight. Which one are we talking
So-
about?
So none of the comments are directed at you.
Hit them all, C's.
Understand?
That's my advice.
I ain't mad at that answer. There's a difference.
So clearly it doesn't matter.
What's up, everyone? Sneaker Shop Talk. What's up, man?
Fuck the personalities.
I'm just saying, there's a difference. There's an inherent difference.
He's a funny guy, see.
Who's this? Hey, what's this? Hey, Celeste, what's up? No, I'm just saying, there's a difference. Anyway,
Hey, as long
I'm
as she
looking
can
forward to
bake
the
the
MX
cake.
90 Tera Escape. I think it's dope. I like the color combination. I like the midsole on there. Honestly, I like most of the recycled shoes they dropping. They look kind of cool. Not all of them, but I like most of them. They cool. The only ones I ain't really feeling are the Blazers. Blazers don't look right on my feet anyway.
I just
so.
copped a pair of Blazers.
Yeah, I don't. I got the one pair of Blazers that don't look too bad. It's the Coming to America joints.
The loudest Blazers that's probably didn't come out other than Sakai's, and that's the one that don't look as bad.
No, I
No,
just got the patchwork ones. It's like
It's nice.
a collage of different
Just
materials.
asking.
I
Nice.
got
No, it's a
talking
good
about the
color.
McDowell joints.
Yeah,
It's a loud shoe, man.
man, I'll pull it off.
I bought Blazers back when y'all wasn't touching them. It was like 09. I had what was that? Almost like that true blue color with the red bottoms, the white ones, and then I had The black patent leather with the red bottoms with the white soles.
Oh, you know what? That's not my only blazer. I got the Jeff McFetridge Nike SBs.
Yeah, I used to buy SB blazers.
Oh yeah, the one
when it wasn't hot though.
yeah, I
remember those.
I used to walk in the red belly like, what y'all got new? See, I know.
I'm surprised I got those too. I don't even know how I got those.
Someone sent them to you.
That's back before like the hype was like too real.
What, on the SB blazer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because how I managed to get those, I don't know. This next shoe, this comes out in the holiday season. They got the Omni Year Air Jordan Retro 1 High OG. Not a bad shoe, but I'm really struggling to see the hype.
You like this over the 3?
No, hell no.
Oh, okay. Whoa,
my
Yeah, no,
God.
I'm not.
Is this a women's shoe though, or do they not specify?
I don't know, man, but these ain't doing it for me. They're not bad.
They're just not
They're just not
good.
the dopest shoe I've seen, but I've seen people go crazy. Oh my God, shoe of the year, and it's like
It's a
the
weak
fuck?
follow-up.
What makes this?
You know what? That's exactly what it is. It's just
a
not.
what?
It's not a bad shoe. It's a weak follow-up.
If they would have dropped this first and then came with the 3 after,
I don't think. First of all, is that supposed to be like fake snakeskin? Because that makes it even worse to me. Can we go back to full screen?
Like crack.
Can we go full screen on
it's
that?
like what?
Crack.
It looks like it's a pattern to that, my G.
No, that's crack.
Okay, y'all say so.
Crack is whack.
So, like, I'm just saying, if you're gonna go, oh, he's zooming in first.
You
No,
over
that's
here
snakeskin.
hating.
They trying to do snakeskin, my
They already
guy.
hating on your business.
They trying to do snakeskin.
Yeah,
They ain't
if you
crap.
look at the ankle collar, it does look kind of.
Look at this swoosh. It looks like they trying to go for snakeskin. And if you're gonna do a luxury shoe, just go snakeskin.
Well,
Just go.
Well, do we have
I've
a
seen
retail?
church shoes with better fake snakeskin than
I
Do
this.
we have a
prefer
retail
fake Croc.
price on it yet?
Oh, it's probably gonna be two. You know.
182.
Because I mean, we don't know.
And this is gonna be
They
another
may
shoe
have.
where everybody's gonna, oh, the quality, but it looks like basic shit. Like, you know, it's
You know,
too basic to me.
You honestly want to know what it looked like?
What?
It looked like the metallic pack. Like it just aged like really, really badly. Like
I wish they would drop the metallic pack. I don't know what they waiting for, but
that's more so what I see when I look at that.
and like I said, it's not the worst shoe. But it's just like if I see that shoe, I'm be like, it ain't doing nothing for me. Honestly, like But that's my point. People hear I'm in year. They hear what's the other one right now? With the 4s, Union.
Oh, Union.
They hear these names, and that's what peak them up. And I get it. Like the collaborations, that's what they meant to do. I just think people put too much stock into the name and the brand more than they do the product. Like the product got to speak to me.
See,
everything else is
Union
extra.
though came out with 2 Jordan 1s that whether you like them or not, they
And I
were a cool
acknowledge those.
concept. But then
Yeah.
then they started putting out 4s. Where Amamanier came out with the 3s first, and then put out some like iffy ones.
Yeah,
That's why I said. That's why I agree with Dunks. Like if these would have came out first and then they would have followed it up with the 3s. Like if we had never seen that 3 before.
Don't they have a sister store?
Who?
Amamanier. Social Status, maybe.
Social Status.
I think they had put out some collabs too that went under the radar, like a pair of 6s.
I thought the 6s were dope as hell. The ones
Oh,
that came
that-
out a couple
that-
years ago.
that
The,
black
the
and
horsehairs
Panther
or
ones,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
These, I'm not. I don't know, man. Like I said, people see I'm in year, and before they even see the shoe, they ready to hype the shit out of it. So
I like that. Jordan and Maury Gator. If Northland was still open, you could probably take your J's to the one spot they used to do the
snake.
yeah, they put it on everything.
I'm just saying, it's not like I'm not saying this is an ugly shoe. I mean, because it's hard to make Air Jordan 1 ugly. These are just basic as hell.
If I buy
Jordan
these,
Brand gonna tell
I'm
you
selling them.
hold day beer.
Like if this wasn't an I'm in year 3, I mean I'm in year 1, we wouldn't be talking about this. We wouldn't.
Not necessarily.
We wouldn't. Not
Yeah,
like to the
the
level
Jordan
that we're
1s are
talking
just
about.
flooded, and so it would have came up.
But we don't talk about every Air Jordan 1 that come out though.
About 98% of them.
No.
I'm talking about Jordan 1 high. I'm talking about not the Zoom Comforts and all them.
Hard
If I
pass.
If I saw those ones at a clearance store and through what?
And there
He's
was
pretty much
nothing
saying fuck
else.
them hard pass.
Fuck, I'm doing an eye exam.
And there was nothing else good there. I might cop.
In every other scenario,
Hard
there are
pass.
hard
Come on,
pass.
pass.
Yeah,
I
agree.
got contacts in. I still couldn't see it. Man,
I need.
well, you getting up there?
I'm pushing 40. God damn, that is scary.
Pushing a 40 with the
Stick, how do you
4.5
handle
on
it?
you.
How do you handle pushing 40?
How you gonna ask me that
I'm
today,
putting you out
man?
there.
I don't know. Like it's one of those things where it definitely hits you. It's like shit. I'm fucking almost 40, man.
Yeah, I'm scared.
I got what? 2 months left.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh shit.
So I'm essentially 40.
Oh shit, Stick, when's your birthday?
October 7th.
Oh, that's what's
Oh,
up.
it's like a month after mine.
Bro, I just think we're all the same
Sweet.
age.
Wow. And shout out to Stick, by the way, too. He had his flu game moment last week.
Oh no, I had a kidney stone last week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh wow,
Because I'm 40.
He came in the clutch.
So that's what you got to look forward to.
Fuck that.
I'm trying to get somebody to start eating vegan.
Kiss my ass. I love steak. That ain't happening, bro.
Yeah, you're saying no
ain't
chicken
kidney stones,
nuggets?
not to be offensive, but ain't kidney stones more of like a white person thing?
No.
Yeah,
saying.
everybody people get
That was
dehydrated.
very racist.
No, I'm saying like it's real talk. Like I ain't really heard that many black folks having kidney stones. Every person I knew that had kidney stones was white.
That's because you know CEOs. But I think
Wait, I don't see the relevance in that comment.
That was still kind of racist what you said.
yeah, he
though.
did say what you were saying. Racist what you said, but no, I'm
No,
talking
you
about
talking
Adidas.
about you.
Talking about Adidas, Nike, all them people. Are they black CEOs of shoe brands?
But I know a
Big
lot of black
three?
people too.
Didn't we just
though.
interview one?
Huh?
Didn't we just interview the black CEO of a sneaker company?
Yeah.
Stick, do you know a lot of black people that have high blood pressure and hypertension?
Yeah,
Or- oh yeah, that's definitely
yeah,
something.
that's definitely a black people thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Y'all terrible. Y'all terrible. This is why y'all forever reign the worst.
I love our show.
That's why you forever be
I
the
really
worst.
do.
That's why. Don't ever say
We
I'm
keep
the
it
worst.
real on the show.
After age 25, kidney stones become more common among men. Among African Americans, kidney stones increase 15% more than whites within 5-year period covered by a study. So yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Another one.
Thank you. Another guru.
Right.
Another element that we have to look forward to.
Oh, fuck that, bro.
Start eating vegan, man.
No,
Start
fuck
drinking that
that.
cranberry juice, man. Can't be sick.
No,
of
because I mean, what causes kidney stones? I want to know now.
Poor diet.
Dehydration is what they told me. Dehydration, not drinking enough water.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, because like apparently
bet.
everybody has kidney stones in them already. It's
Yeah.
just if you're dehydrated enough, they like pop out or like come out, and then it gets stuck in your kidney,
cool.
and it's a pain in the ass. It sucks.
Straight then. Okay, cool.
As you don't have water over
That's
there.
one drink, motherfucker. I've been drinking water all day.
You
see
see
that
I ain't
water
never seen you drink. I ain't never seen you drink water. I ain't never seen you drink
That water
water.
bottle was mine, my G. That's
It's still full.
That's the third one I had. That's the only reason I got this.
It's still full.
You put it in your
The
radiator,
only
man.
reason I got this drink is I got tired of drinking water. I've been
I
drinking
never
water
seen
for like the last 3 days.
Man, I ain't never seen you drink
It's
water, man. I've been
ridiculous.
knowing you for 7 years.
All
I ain't
I've been
never
drinking
seen
this
you
week
drink
is water
man.
and coffee.
You ain't never seen you drink water, man. I see you drink red
'Cause you
Pop,
live
I
with
see
me.
you
You
drink
see me
water.
24/7.
Bro, I've been seeing you for 7 years, bro. I've been on time with you.
I drink
ain't never
water
seen you drink
all the
water.
time.
We lived off the water. You still
Dog,
ain't
you
drinking.
kidding me right now?
You still ain't drinking.
I drink water
I ain't never
all
seen you drink
the
water,
time,
man.
my
I ain't seen you
G.
drink
Well,
water, bro.
technically
I
you
ain't never
don't
seen you
because
get
you
in the
drinking
pool.
that. So technically you don't because you drank that. So all the time
I
you
want to
alive.
sit to the flavor. I got tired of drinking
Exactly.
water.
So you
I
don't
ain't never
drink
seen you in
water
the
all the
pool.
time.
I ain't never seen you
Oh
around
my
water.
God. No, he's taking this little. Okay, so
I never seen you in the
I drink the
pool.
one. So out of 3 days, I have one drink. So literally 98% of the time, the last 3 days, I've been drinking water, and I drink one drink, and all of a sudden, this speaks to what I usually drink.
Man, yeah. You don't
Son
be
of a
drinking
bitch,
no
bro.
water.
It's like
You
arguing-
know you can't win.
it's like talking
you know
to Trump
that, right?
supporters, bro. It's like y'all just can't talk no sense in
Whoa,
y'all.
whoa.
You the one with the 45 on.
You the one moving the birds.
You the one with the
I hate you so
45.
much. I hate you so much. The fact that he can make that correlation, I hate that. I hate that.
It's good to be back.
It's good. What we got? The Undercover Nike Air Force Ones. These drop in 2022.
All right, let's go to the next shoe, man.
Wait.
Let's go to the next
Bounce
shoe.
pass on these.
Hey,
This looks like a water slip-on
Wait,
shoe.
is there like a parachute?
Oh my
like
God.
a pull tab
That's
on
not
that?
real.
That's
Like,
I got the ice pack ankle collar.
Oh,
I'm straight on
man, dog. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Like,
I look like your ankle gonna sweat like hell with that on too. Like,
Those Air Force Ones ain't made for us.
and I don't think they wearing socks. So.
well, you see who got them on.
Yeah,
yeah.
they're not made for us.
Stick, would you rock those?
Stick, Dunks, and Adam are wearing these shoes.
I love how I speak for all white people. No, I would not wear those. I would definitely not. Maybe Joey would. Joey,
I
be
think
rocking
Joey would.
those.
Oh, yeah.
Those are Joey shoes all day.
Most definitely. And I think it'd be the ones to the left, the one with the pink and yellow.
Oh, see, I was thinking the Hawaiian print joints. Let me.
Yeah, the ones. Oh, the ones over to the right.
Yeah.
Really?
Hawaiian's all Geeno.
I don't know. Like the
Why
only
I
pair
gotta
that
wear
looks
something
even
Hawaiian?
decent is the all white pair, and that's because it's all white.
No, those look terrible.
And then that's a bet, yeah, bro.
I have extra support on my ankles.
Well, oh, boy.
You like look like they took a Hirachi basketball and just was like, yeah, let's try and stuff it in this Air Force One.
And this last shoe,
They should be going harder with Hirachis.
We got the Nike Louis Vuitton Air Force Ones. These are supposed to drop spring, summer of next year. I ain't seen that one shoe. These are like something that you would see at the flea market.
So once upon a time, this would be trash, and now people are going to die over these.
Guru, don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare, bro. I don't even want
They
you
could have
to.
just gave me the Jadakiss Gucci Air Force Ones.
I'm just saying, you were thinking like you about to buy it.
Because I'm trying to look and really analyze the shoe. I'm not going to say Virgil trash. Like
I ain't say Virgil trash.
I'll say it for you. Virgil trash.
You trash for these, yeah.
Wait, you're
They
telling
trash
me
for most of the
Off-White,
stuff.
Nike, and Louis collab?
Huh?
Nike, Off-White, and Louis collab is almost
I don't
hotter
think
than
they're all-
Travis
are these
Scott
Off-White too?
Fragment.
God damn it, dog.
Well, they say Aaron quotes,
Yeah,
that's
I see
why.
it.
Everyone eats, B.
But this might be hyper than Travis Scott and Fragment with
Oh, yeah,
Jordan.
This supposed to drop later this year?
Next year, spring, summer.
Next year? This is going to be shoe of the year next year.
Oh god damn! No, I'm done with sneakers. I promise you. I
Shoe
will
of the
be
year.
done.
You know it probably is.
Oh, yeah, for
Probably
sure.
done, dog. They all look dumb. Sorry, I don't care. Like minus the names, they look dumb.
Well, this is going to be part of what makes
Especially
fucking
that top one.
forces.
The socks are throwing me off, man. That checkered red and white sock going with those shoes.
I mean,
Red,
that
white was not. They're all right.
You know, people match too much with their shoes. Like they match exactly. Like they look like crayons and shit.
I mean, if you come with the right pair of pants with that, it wouldn't look that bad.
They just pulled the
Oh, gee.
pants up to see your shoe.
Yeah.
These are just no, bro. I'm sorry.
I mean, between the four, the white and red and the white and yellow are like
The
decent.
I think I saw a
Yeah,
blue one too.
they're
that-
bearable.
There's a
None
blue
of
pair
them.
that would
I'm
be
gonna
my
say
first
none. How
choice.
about that?
Really?
I'm gonna say none of those.
You like the color red, and you mean to tell me like if
None
that
of those
wasn't?
look, dog, none of those look
And he
desirable.
ain't even cut the Air Force One up or nothing.
Yeah, that's what I was
Hey,
gonna
you hate
say.
about
Like,
it.
None of those look desirable. None of those.
so let me ask
If
you
that
this
was a
then.
regular first one, I still wouldn't buy it. They just look basic. They look basic. At least the top two. The top
This
two
is
look
going to
basic
help
me.
bring forces back to where
the
dumps
bottom
are.
two.
Oh, the bottom two are hot garbage.
That look like wrinkled aluminum foil.
They just look like a paycheck.
That too. Yeah, the top two, they not too trash. They're just not doing it for me.
That bottom
Them
right
bottom
one,
two though, ooh,
that bottom right one looked like when Thanos had the Infinity Gauntlet and it burned his arm.
I wonder if these will be at Louis
Louis.
stores.
bro. I don't know what the hell is going on with them shoes. But I'm sure
I mean, the
have to get a Louis
the
Vuitton
top
bot.
two aren't that bad, but I mean,
I would say the yellow ones are the least disgusting to me, but
the red one ain't that bad.
I said the yellow ones are the least. I didn't say the red ones were. I'm just saying the least. If I had to,
I mean, for one, there's
I
no
ain't getting
reason
nothing.
for me to shoot for it. So
I'm
it's
just saying
like,
I'm not going for any
Dude,
of
I don't
these.
think I'm about to pay $500 for no Air Force One.
That-
retail.
exactly.
That too.
That's the thing about it. I'm not about to
That
do
too. Are they retailing for $500? Oh yeah, it's
Dumb.
I mean, it's
That
Louis.
Dior one
Yeah,
for
Louis.
how much?
Louis and
5
Off
racks?
White.
Yeah. Should have known. Yeah. What y'all think about this Kyrie situation? So Kyrie called out Nike or Nike basketball.
I mean, this just confirms everything I've been thinking, that athletes don't really design their sneakers
Well,
or
we
have
did
much.
that. No,
Yeah, but it
nah.
confirms it.
Now let me add some context to that because Guru will attest to this. When we were out there, they did tell us that they did a lot as far as working with the athletes, as far as what they were looking for in their shoes. This is why LeBron James's shoes, like if you was to put them side to side, you could tell there's a difference as far as the types of player that they're making them for. Even like the Harden ones, like the traction on the shoe, they basically mapped out his movements, and that's why the traction is all over the place or whatever. And I like the fact that they added in those key details. So while it was still specific to that athlete, it was still universal enough for us to wear them. And so you'll see a LeBron James shoe, it's bulkier, has more support, more like how big men shoes used to be without all the weight. You see like a Kyrie shoe is mostly like low, it's sleeker, is light and everything, guards with those quick cuts. And if you look at the traction on the outsole, like the way they stop and move, those types of things. So like they still matter, but design wise, and even like back in the day, like even I would say up until a couple years ago, like the athletes would work hand in hand. I remember KD came out with I don't know if it was the 12s or the 13s, where basically he was talking about how he sat down with, I don't know who designed those. I want to say Eric Avar, but Maybe it's somebody else.
That's the Asian dude. I forgot his name. He was over Nike basketball for a long time. Now he just do KD's because he was doing that Nike Elite series, the designer. So he was doing that Elite series, but
he was talking about how they sat down and how they would come up with different designs and colorways and stuff. And I thought that was dope. Like that the athlete would be able to sit down. Obviously, they're not designers, so they have an idea of what they want, but it's up to the designers to execute. Just like how they do the Dornbecker collection. How the kids, they'll sketch whatever they want and then they execute it in a way that makes it feasible.
Well, the pictures I saw, I mean, it looks like it's too late into it for them to really modify it or change it or pull it. So it's and theoretically, if I was a Kyrie fan, I'd be less likely to purchase this knowing that he doesn't back it. Regardless, if we all know like they have minimal design.
When it comes to the Nike basketball stuff, like they ask you, okay, they'll start off with a basis and they'll ask, okay, what about your last year's shoe? What do you need us to improve on it from last year to this year? What were some problems and some slippage areas, comfort throughout the season? Did certain parts of your foot hurt? They kind of build on that. They say, hey, do you want to go light, heavy? Like, it's a step process, but that's why for the most part, his shoes really don't change from the bottom because that's what he likes. You know what I'm saying?
This has to be a breach of contract,
plus his PEs be having carbon fiber plate in them.
You would think
we
so.
got to get Mohi back on here because, I would expect Nike to almost. There's got to be some kind of fine or penalty.
No, it's not fine because he would be breaching his contract if he wore other product. He can't get in trouble for wearing older Kyrie product. Just like LeBron had all them 17s and 18s out.
Yeah, but to blast something new, he's going to hurt sales.
Yeah.
See, I don't think he gets paid like commission style. He gets like a flat rate.
Yeah.
So him saying something like this is guaranteed.
I know he get royalties. You get you get your annual salary, then you also get it if you hit a quota in sales. Then you get a certain amount of royalties.
But for him
that's just self-sabatage.
Yeah, I was gonna say for him to come out and say what he said is definitely gonna impact the sales on his shoe.
I don't think he's. But
I don't have a problem with him putting them on blast, especially if. I would like to think he's had conversations with them first, and we've talked about this with the Vanessa Bryant situation, where you'll try to talk to them internally, and knowing the conversations I've had with people there, I can only imagine what they've had to deal with, especially if he's gotten to this point. So, in my mind, he had conversations with them. They either not listening or just don't give a shit. Either way, he resorted to, okay, all right, bet, okay.
Because here's my thing, though. He can't get in trouble because his name is on that shoe. So he has a right to defend, to say, hey, whether I approve of this or not. So
I thought...
Yeah, but yes and no for the fact that we don't know whatever he signed in his contract, though, either. I mean, there has to be some form of a penalty.
That's like me saying this show is trash.
Well, you can get the fuck out.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's got to be some kind of penalty, or like
the door is right there, Dunks.
But no,
walk off mid show.
That's smart, but
I
get what you're saying because you're undermining your own product. I'm just saying I ain't mad at him for coming out.
But also, he has just as much to lose as Nike because if the shoe doesn't sell, he doesn't get his royalty. You know what I'm saying?
I think
so it's not like it's all falls on Nike. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's got more to lose because other companies. If he fucks up his deal with Nike, some other company is not going to want to pick up someone that sells sabotages.
Pick up Kyrie with the
you think Adidas wouldn't be like just doing the Birdman hand rub?
Like, come on, he's going to get another deal.
Kanye just showed up with Nike socks and some Yeezys, and he ain't got no pushback from Adidas.
Shoe deal. So people, you leave Nike, you actually get a better deal.
Real talk.
Could be. I mean, technically that could be what did. He might be trying to sabotage to be able to get out of his contract.
But no, I ain't mad at him though, because it's like, yo, if you're not feeling the shoe, to Gru's point, this shoe got my name on it. This is part of my legacy, right? This is part of my sneaker legacy. And you just gonna drop off some bullshit that I don't like? Nah. So I'm gonna let the fans know, like, look, I'm detaching myself. Yeah, it has my name on it because it's part of my line and Nike's gonna do what they do. But just so y'all know, I ain't feeling these. I ain't had nothing to do with the design, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at them about that.
But the other part too is we kind of know. Well, we've seen the type of person that Kyrie is, especially over the past 2 years now. He's very, very outspoken about a lot of things now. So I mean, it doesn't surprise me that if he don't like something or he has an opinion about it, he's gonna put it out there.
Like I said, I would like to think that he tried to talk to him like, yo, I ain't feeling these, and they were like, especially the way they moving now, like Nike don't give a shit. They do not give a shit. Like they're going to do what they want to, whether you like it or not. Like once again, I brought up the PJ Tucker thing. Like how the hell PJ Tucker get Giannis shoe before Giannis?
He's got everything though.
But I
I
feel
mean,
like
he's rich. He should.
no, about Nike. He hit with Nike. He has his rise of fame on the social media as far as the sneaker king, whatever. But Nike fed into that with his deal. So okay, we're gonna sign you to them. So they're gonna say we're gonna part of our rollout. We're gonna give you the product to wear it first because people are already gonna be looking your way. But at the same time, when you play
it's a Giannis shoe.
but you know what I'm saying? Like,
And they on the same team.
bro, I seen
think-
that shoe too because
I just think that's
What's did a
disrespectful as
review
hell.
on it. Nightwing did a review on it, and it's been floating on social media. So as Giannis, I don't see how you didn't see this shoe before PJ. Now he having it before you is a problem.
I just think
don't
that's
see-
disrespectful.
yeah,
To me personally, I just think that's disrespectful. Like,
But they did the same thing.
if you
Mike
feel like
Bibby had the
PJ
phone
Tucker's that
before
guy,
Bibby.
then if you feel like PJ Tucker's that guy, then give him his own shoe then. If he can push product better than Giannis, why you don't give him a shoe then?
I don't think he won his own shoe.
Okay, yeah, right.
No, he would take his own shoe.
He
for
won his
sure.
own shoe. Trust me.
Don't seem like it. Because why didn't he have it now?
'Cause
Exactly what you
no,
just
'cause
said.
he
Like
pushing
he's got the social media presence to where if he were to if
Because
he
you
were
know
to drop
why?
the shoe,
Because
it
no,
would sell
he's
out.
not-
Because getting likes is a lot different than somebody going to a store and purchasing your shit.
I know. No,
Well,
he
hold on.
got- he
Billie
got the-
Eilish designed a Jordan.
Who?
And you know what that's gonna do?
But no,
It's gonna sell out.
But here's the thing:
Oh,
he
yeah,
don't
it's
have
definitely so.
he don't have the clout presence. It's also visibility. LeBron gonna be on TV. 82 games, a good 60 of them. Giannis a good 55. KD a good 59. Like it's about visibility. PJ Tucker, if he gets traded to the Pacers, he ain't gonna have what 10 games on TV.
I'm just saying, dog.
So
Like
it goes to
social
that too.
media matters to a degree, but I'm just saying though, it's a lot different than going on your page and hitting like because it don't cost me nothing to like your shit.
But here's my thing though: he represents
Spending $150 plus.
He's not
That's
a,
different.
I don't say he's a hype beast, but he's giving the hype beast some type of
He's a hype
presence
beast.
on there. But no, because he be wearing some old stuff.
I'm not
too,
impressed
some-
by rich people buying expensive shit. I'm just not
Well,
impressed by that.
that's what sneaker culture is.
No.
That's what it is now.
That's
Well, that's what it is. No,
now.
that's what hype beast
That's what it
is.
is now.
That's what
That's what hype beast
That
is.
plus Supreme purses.
Like this is why I respect the
They got
Jumpman boss
purses?
sticks and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Shoulder
There's something too. Well, it used to be about.
I hear.
It used to be about this because the story behind the shoe. Well, the story getting the shoe is just as good as the story behind the shoe.
But
This is why we used to step in
brands
line.
eliminated that.
I know that's what I'm saying. So like,
So,
Yeah, why tell a story when people not gonna pay attention to it anyway?
Right,
The
like-
attention spans are too short.
this is
now.
why I like shows like Sneaker Shop. I'm like, oh, a rich person bought some shoes. Okay, wow.
Well, they tell stories on there.
man.
They-
they tell stories, but
They
I'm
tell
going to
stories.
see how much they overpaying.
Ooh.
Like if I was your personal shopper, I could have saved you a good $3,500.
Yeah, some of those stories we contrive. I'm just saying, like a lot of times, we fall into this. Oh, this rich person or this celebrity got this shoe. Like I'm not impressed by that. You should. You have all the resources to get that shoe.
Well, no, who was it? Someone made a post. A basketball player made a post
Isaiah
about
Thomas trying to get
about
the
wanting
frags.
to
Yeah.
get the
Travis Scott.
at retail. He's how give away a jersey or something.
I mean,
He's
He
He's
like,
bro,
always gets shitted on too,
but
trying to get
I'm
his
making an
shoes.
just saying,
assumption
bro,
that you
like-
could afford the
He ain't played in the
resale.
league in like 10 years. Ain't Lord knows where his money is
No,
at
he
right now.
played last year.
I'm just saying.
No, he
Who?
won. I
He was
would-
on the bench.
Here's my thing.
He was on the bench.
I think that's pathetic.
I-
in a
no, no,
basketball.
no.
10-day deal.
No, he was it.
He
was with the Wizards.
Yeah, he was the Wizards.
Yeah,
Okay,
he was with the Wizards.
played, but
Okay.
here's my thing though. I would kind of respect it because even though I got money, I ain't about to let y'all jerk me on the resale price of it.
Okay.
That from
That's
that
a good
standpoint, because
explanation.
if I was a basketball player in his predicament, I'm not about to pay
That's a
all that.
good
I would
explanation.
leverage my celebrity
And-
to get a
and-
deal or my relationships with
No,
some
that's a good
And then
explanation.
it makes
Yes.
sense for him to be able to make that comment because he put out the comment. What was that? With one of the Kobe pack. I think it was the undefeated pack. He had put a thing out. It was like, "Hey, look, I went on sneakers and lost just like everybody else."
No, that was
So-
CJ Tucker did that.
I would just pay the 2K
Isaiah
and not
Thomas said it for
embarrass
something,
myself
too.
on Twitter like
Yeah.
that. I would just pay the 2K and not embarrass myself on Twitter like that.
No, he's not embarrassing himself because he got Kobe PE. So if you would 11 and a half, 12, I would take the Kobe PE for that because here's my thing. There's what 80,000 pairs of Travis Scott's. This Kobe PE straight from Isaiah Thomas is less than 10 pair.
It's more
if you
hype on
really
that.
about, you know what I'm saying? If you really about, and you can really sell that Kobe PE from
I
Isaiah
forgot.
Thomas.
What's the thing
more
called when
than
you
that
got to
Kobe.
weigh the cost of something versus the time and
Opportunity cost.
yes, there's opportunity cost of value. Like to his point, like okay, going public with it now. I don't look at it as embarrassing, but some people might.
Maybe that was an overstatement, but
No, I get what you're saying. Like I did get what you're saying. I ain't saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, and then plus the hassle of going through it. Like if the shoe, like if I'm in his position, right? Like this should say the shoe retailed at what? Like one, was it normal Air Jordan 1 prices?
It's like
I didn't get that far.
So let's just say it was 200, right? If I'm in his position and like I said for 500, like okay, is it worth the struggle? Especially if $500 is pocket change to somebody like me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
But that shit was going. But also too, this is from what I was told. One of our listeners. Some of these wealthy athletes are starting to catch on from getting taxed from these products because they know you got money. So
that shit adds
if
up.
the dude went up to him and said, "Okay, give me $2,500 for the Travis Scott," when they gonna go to Isaiah Thomas or basketball player, hey man, I give him to you for $4,500. He's aware of the tax from the athletes because there's certain Tigers players who stopped going to no-joke kicks once they found out how much they were overpaying. So like those.
Oh, that's hilarious! I'm glad you found out.
So it was like those.
I'm
are
glad
some,
I'm not the only person that knows about that story.
Yeah, so it's like there's things about it that people, some of the athletes are, some don't know no better, but some are still catching on. Like, yo,
I tried to tell them too. I tried to tell them like it's all good until they find out.
Yes. Only celebrities and athletes shop like Stadium Goods because it's the same shit.
I mean,
in person.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a certain opportunity cost.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a certain amount of opportunity cost factored in. You know, where if I'm an athlete, like I'm avoiding the hassle of having to go through all this work trying to find that shoe for the price that I want. You know what I'm saying? So it's about finding that balance. But yeah, but to Guru's point too, you know, they know they're getting taxed, especially, you know, if you got a sizable collection. If you're paying $1,000 over the resale price for every shoe, that adds up. You know what I'm saying? So I get what he's saying. Guru made a good point. So, you know, yeah.
Plus, if I was a reseller, I would trade him because that Kobe P that he got, I can sell for 3 times as much as that Travis Scott.
He's not letting that go.
But he might not. But maybe he never would.
Who?
What?
Whoever owns his Kobe PE. I'm saying
Isaiah
that
Thomas?
might not be something he's willing to sell or part
Oh
with.
yeah.
No. He said he would trade shoes. It was in the comments. He was like, I got
trade
some
shoes, not that shoe though.
No. He was saying I would
thought it
give
was
you
a
a Kobe
jersey.
PE.
Yeah, he,
Oh, you said specifically.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
give
he
you a
did say
Kobe
that.
PE
Oh, shit.
and pay retail
dope.
for the.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
You talk about ultimate come up.
Dog, I don't know who ain't jump on that. I mean, that's if you got a Travis Scott, a Kobe PE, that's worth way more.
I mean, this is like colors that ain't coming out. Like,
dog, yeah. Anyway,
and he wear like 11.5, 12, so it's not like no 15, 16 where you're gonna be stuck with. You can move that.
yeah, but even still a PE is like you said, the 1-on-1. Like, I mean, shit, if you can get a Shaq shoe, you know what I'm saying? Like that's still, especially if it's game worn.
I don't know about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's still like it's only Shaq and maybe one other person has that shoe. Somebody at Reebok.
Yeah, but here's my thing though. Kobe got a little bit more hype than it.
No, I'm just saying. If you have the opportunity to get a game worn PE, like I don't think it matters. I mean, especially somebody on the level of a Kobe Bryant. Like it don't matter what the shoe size is. That's a Kobe Bryant shoe.
But people want to wear their PEs nowadays though.
Not if you're a reseller. You trying to flip that?
Yeah, let's ask.
I'm talking about the person who
the resident reseller.
Slam.
Dunk.
You've missed doing that, haven't you?
What?
I'm glad it connected because that one was on camera too.
There's some other sneaker news that's happened over the week. Sneaker Heiress buys PF Flyers from New Balance. And if you don't know, PF Flyers are the shoes from the Sandlot. Actually, they actually are a real shoe. They were neck and neck with Converse for a while. But they were made famous, at least to this generation, or to our generation, through the movie The Sandlot, which is a dope movie, by the way. I can still watch that movie and still enjoy it. But anyway, an article written by Sashi Cement for Footwear News. Shout out to Sashi. Cassia Davis, the daughter of New Balance chairman and majority owner Jim Davis, has acquired heritage brand PF Flyers from New Balance. I didn't know they owned them.
Me neither.
That's crazy. Previously owned and manufactured PF Flyers, which was founded in 1937. Sheesh. Cassia will serve as executive chairman and is actively seeking a CEO to lead the brand. PF Flyers will be operated by Cassia's holding company, Cassia Designs LLC. Cassia. I don't know. I'm probably saying your name wrong. Forgive me. But Cassia didn't disclose any figures regarding the valuation for PF Flyers, but did say that she is aiming to create $1 billion brand.
Trade it for Reebok.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if you're gonna get $1 billion for PF Flyers, but is New Balance $1 billion brand? I would think
I'm
so.
pretty sure New Balance.
Yeah, I think
is.
You got the computer. Look it up.
I'm trying to read the story, asshole. What you doing with your hands right now?
Name a pocket.
Right.
I'm pretty sure New Balance is though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too.
We're just gonna assume. No fact checking.
Hey, you know what? Like, it's a safe bet.
It is, though. I'm
It's a
about to
safe
look it up.
bet. No, I think they are. I think they are.
Should
being
be,
over.
but-
Right.
I'll say I bet too much they is.
Casilla left New Balance in 2019 after nearly 10 years at the company. In May of 2020, she founded Keda, a sustainable apparel brand for women. Even though she's no longer New Balance, her acquisition of PF Flyers means that the brand will stay within the Davis family. Casilla has tapped former Jordan Brand design director and Pencil Design Academy founder Dwayne Edwards to lead the creative direction in the brand's first year. Shout out to Dwayne Edwards. It seems like that dude is doing everything nowadays.
They
What isn't he doing?
are $4.5 billion company.
Oh, see?
Yeah, there you go.
More than $1 billion.
PF Flyers will launch in September with a collection of classic styles, including the Sandlot sneaker, which will retail for $78. Newer styles will launch in the fall of 2022. So, yeah, shout out to her. I mean, honestly, I like these new brands. The more brands that are coming out putting out quality product, the better it is for us, the consumer, because that means one, we have options.
A higher
Two,
chance of sponsorship.
There you go.
Well,
And
it's a lot of it's a lot of choices now. So more and more brands are gonna be flooded. Some people be getting overwhelmed. Like you can't keep
no, it
up
is. That's true.
You can't keep up with a lot of these
Yeah,
releases.
but here's the other part. Nike want to keep pushing direct to consumer. This opens up for more of those brands to get out into the
They
stores.
put their product in front of the consumer. Yeah, I agree. Adidas reveals details about when employees will return to HQ. An article written by Sashi Cement for Footwear News. Adidas has confirmed some new details about how they will bring their workforce back to the U.S. headquarters in Portland, Oregon. Adidas said in a statement that it plans to increase capacity on its campus to 50% early August on a voluntary basis. They're currently operating at 25% capacity with a system that invites employees to come in on a voluntary basis via an online reservation tool. Adidas said that employees who choose to verify that they are fully vaccinated are not required to wear face covers inside the U.S. offices unless otherwise required by law. Shit, the way things going, it seems like we might get that mask mandate back.
Yeah, we going back.
I think we're about to lock down again.
Yeah.
I think we are too, because now it's not just the corona; it's that new strain. It's the what's it
Delta.
called?
The Delta
variant.
strain. Yeah.
And
From my understanding, it's not actually more harmful. It's just more spreadable, transmittable, comparing it to chickenpox.
yeah, but that's how things happen. Like they mutate as they go along. I got vaccinated. Now I'm not one to tell anybody that you get vaccinated. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm just saying.
I have the same stance as you, but we're at the point where we're fucking up people's future not doing it. Like if we don't get
I agree with
vaccinated,
you.
kids aren't going to go back to school. Businesses aren't going to reopen.
I
so
agree with you. Like if it's something that you can transfer to other people, then that and the vaccine
our
helps in that.
culture thinks I, not we, and that's part of the problem.
That's the problem.
What you mean culture? Our country.
I'll go ahead
Country.
and say the U.S.
Yeah, this country is like I versus, you know what I'm saying?
This isn't like a personal problem anymore, is what I'm
It isn't.
like. I used to keep to myself, but
It really
there's a
isn't.
solution, and we're not fucking listening.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I really don't want to go off into this whole thing, but it is kind of scary the way things are headed, because it's like you got scientists, the overwhelming majority of scientists all saying one thing, and then you got people who barely graduated 8th grade trying to tell you, I saw this on Fox News, or I saw this, I Googled this. And
I
it's
saw
like,
it on Facebook.
yeah, it's just like,
That's the real news source now.
bruh.
It's unfortunate we don't have more research or statistics, but it's the better of two evils.
I'm just saying, like we live in a day and age. I've said this a bunch of times. We live in a day and age where we think opinions, just because their opinions are on par. There are educated opinions, and then there are just dumbass opinions.
I think another thing too.
Well, this is
you-
also Darwinism and the survival of the fittest. You don't want to get it, don't get
Well,
it.
I think
Boy.
another thing too. People have lost their trust with the medical expertise, and our government
But why,
is
though?
very. I mean, the last administration and look at the history of it, but it's. I think the
That I
thing
can
is
understand.
people. But here's my thing: politics have made their agendas a little bit more obvious nowadays. So I think that is why, and in some way, it's being pushed on because they never pushed the flu vaccine or any other
They
vaccines
did though.
like that.
That's the thing. Like not in our lifetime, but when the flu was like a big thing over here in this country, they did. What was that? 1918.
Well, look at how we're handling it. If you live in France and you refuse to get vaccinated, you're getting a mandatory fine and possible jail time. In America, they're offering you $100 plus free donuts to go get it.
I mean, now we got the lottery here. You know, they doing that.
And that's
hasn't
Like
helped.
even George Washington, I want to say it's the Revolutionary War. Like he mandated that all those soldiers get whatever vaccine was available back then too for the flu. So, or no, it was for smallpox. I'm sorry, it was mandatory. Like, like to your point about Darwinism, this is definitely that. And like I said, like, and to Groove's point, I understand the mistrust, especially if you're black. You know what I'm saying? Considering the history. You know what I'm saying?
well, I think the syphilis thing was proven, like purposely injecting African.
Yeah, no, they were purposely doing that shit, right?
So that's what I mean. You have.
So I understand the mistrust. I just think,
I felt a little safer taking the vaccine.
No, I'm saying I did too. I would say in this circumstance, I would just tell people to educate themselves. Don't just take whatever pundit that you follow on social media or Facebook or
Don't
TV.
take a Johnson & Johnson one.
Definitely don't take that one. But no, I said definitely don't take that
Man,
one.
you gonna
did?
be
Oh,
down
yeah.
and
But no,
out.
talk to a doctor. Talk
Down
to a
and
nurse. Don't talk to your friends. Don't make this political. This
But
is
you know
not.
what's so crazy is that
Talk to a doctor or a nurse.
Like there's people I know who are pharmaceutical reps, and they was like, sometimes the doctor thing is a little iffy because they be like, "Yo, if you push this many prescriptions or this many shots, we'll give you an extra 200,000."
That happens.
So like that's why I think sometimes there's a disconnect.
That happens. That's why I say like. But this is.
But that's pharmaceutical sales and like existing pills, not this vaccine specifically.
that's-
But we don't know that.
This is why I'm saying talk to doctors. This is
I'm
what I'm
pretty
saying.
sure because you get to pick a vaccine, and in other countries they don't even use the same ones.
That's what I'm saying. Like this is a global thing. This isn't just America and the medical profession in America. This is a global thing. Like so, unless all the doctors across the planet just got together, it was like, all right, this is how we're gonna do it.
Well, I mean, the other part too that's sometimes difficult is that you do have
Common sense got to be.
Well, sometimes you have conflicting doctors because you have some doctors that will say, you know, yes, you need.
That's
you know,
why I
get the
said talk to your
vaccine.
doctor. Like, I mean, nothing's 100%, and this is the fallacy of these arguments, right? Nothing's 100%, right? Like everybody's looking for the vaccine to be 100%. It's not. Nothing you take, even an aspirin, right? You take it for a headache. It has side effects. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
you know what I'm saying? It's not 100. Nothing's 100%.
Well, but I think the other part too that I think a lot of people have misconstrued is even if you do receive the vaccine, like you said, is not going to prevent you from like automatically
That's not how
not
vaccines
getting
work.
it. Exactly.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it just helps boost your immune system.
It feels like people walk in with the minds already made up, and they cherry pick information to justify.
Well, Moderna and
the bias.
Pfizer are also similar formulas with mRNA, which is like a different way of healing than the actual Johnson & Johnson, which doesn't have that.
Right.
But they all have spike proteins, so.
I'm just saying, like, bro, and it's funny because I don't want that in my body, like, bro, like you eat.
Yeah, like you know
Your
the
diet
shit
is
I've
like
seen you
mine,
snort
bro.
off tables at after hours.
Yeah,
like,
if you go to McDonald's and no, like I'm not trying to hear that shit. It's just to me, it just sounds ridiculous.
But you can't say that to the vegans though. They eat a little
Oh
bit
my
healthier.
god, the vegans, god damn it. Are you vegan right now? Like, did you just convert?
Nah, man, you see these leather suede shoes I got on?
All that caping up for vegans just to
Hey, man,
Just to let them
all
down in the
inclusive
end.
podcast, man. That's why I got 5-star rating on iTunes, man. Because you be an inclusive, man.
man. That's
all
why you talk
good.
about Asian people that one
I
time.
don't got you. They've all called you out except me.
Call
I've
me
not-
for who?
I did not tell you.
They didn't
what
call me
Angie
out?
said. I told
Who called me
you
out?
what dialogue has said. I'm talking about the comments.
You know what I'm gonna do?
I
I'm gonna
told
go
you
back to the
these
episode.
dialogues.
I'm gonna go next
Yeah.
Sunday. I'm just gonna play the tape. I'm just gonna pull out the receipts.
Yeah, my thing. Like,
I'm just gonna pull out the receipts. Like,
I told you my conversation
How
that
is
was
this do
had.
not cancel? Like,
would you?
know-
How would you get? That's like me reciting a Vanilla Ice song. If I sound like him while rapping like him, you can't say that's disrespectful. 'Cause
No,
I was
no.
mimicking him.
I'm not gonna
Yes.
get you. Let it. No,
Yes,
no.
that's what that
Reciting
is. Yes.
reciting the exact lyrics and then making up your own language that sounds like it's Asian.
It's not.
It's two different things,
No, it's
bro.
not, bro. It's not. It's
Two
called-
different
you give your
things.
take every day about stuff. I can't. I just
That's
told you
just
what
two
happened.
different things, my
what
G.
happened. You said, "Hey, Nike Black."
Like,
About to grab some corned
you were
beef egg
actually
rolls.
mimicking Asian people.
I was not mimicking Asian people.
I'm just
I
gonna-
was people who was making counterfeit products.
Bruh, I'm going to
People
pull
was
the
making
receipts, bro. Because I
counterfeit
ain't about to
products.
argue. The facts are there, bro. I don't know which
Counterfeit
episode it is, but I'm gonna find it.
I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead, look
I'm
for it.
just-
Man.
I
I'm telling you,
know.
man.
I'm like, this
5-star
dude-
rating is clean.
I don't
man.
even want to mimic you mimicking them, like, because I don't
exactly
want
because you know
I don't
that
wanna
it's
get
not
canceled.
because you know what.
No,
your
I know
rating
that your
is.
shit was racist.
No,
And
it's
that's why
not
we got that
racist.
review.
No, I'm not the.
Geeno.
More importantly,
And
though,
who's more racist?
Geeno.
Exactly.
Now, see, you notice? No, America. Notice? No. Notice he didn't say that he wasn't racist. He just said who's more racist. Notice how he phrased it.
I would have to say Guru is the most racist on the show, hands down.
I'm more racist?
Maybe not. You can just feel the hate in your heart sometimes.
I think you think
Stick.
because when I spoke about
Stick, jump in this.
This episode is taking a turn for the worse.
I'm not
Jump in
going
this
to person out here because you just called on the white people.
In your experience.
He has to
Like,
say every day that I do not speak for all white
Caesar
people.
and
He's talking to
Geeno,
you.
see, they
Stick.
might make the most jokes, but you genuinely have the most dislike, I feel.
Oh, me? Or do I cite things that happen?
Stick. See, stick.
Exactly.
Jump in this.
Just trying to be politically correct.
Exactly. That's why I just say that things that happen. Hey, this happened. This was the result of it. So that's it. He don't like people, so I don't do that, man. He just said white people only get kidney stones. Like that was.
I know it's a
racist.
legit question.
And I told you they don't before.
Because in my experience, I ain't never heard of a black person getting kidney stones.
But that was so.
So that's why
It
I
was
asked.
confirmed in the chat. Black people get them.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's why I asked. And once you confirmed it, I was like, okay.
Well, clearly you just don't know enough people.
Thank you.
I just never heard of black people getting kidney stones. That was something new to me.
Yeah.
But that's why I asked. I didn't say it was for sure. I didn't make it a fact.
Well, you want to get a clean 5-star iTunes?
Bro,
rating,
you the reason
holla
why
at
we
me.
done for 5
Holla
stars.
at
What
me.
you talking
I'm talking
about?
about per
Okay,
me.
say
I
what-
have no complaints.
What
Bruh.
is the rating at this point?
Yeah.
I think it's 3.8.
I haven't checked it out.
I'll
yet.
take it.
C's got 1.2 of them.
Because it was
negative
like,
reviews.
because one guy was complaining, what did he say?
About-
What did he say? I forgot some of it. I saw it
Someone
was
someone
funny.
Oh,
wrote they didn't like my voice.
Yeah, see, I got
That was,
clean.
yeah, me neither. It's
That-
real hard.
Not
It was
one
probably
thing
a
was,
black dude.
It probably was.
yeah, not one thing was said about me on the iTunes
Bruh,
reviews.
they said the
They
show
said
was
everything
racist.
about
They made
you,
fun of Asian people's
Geeno,
voices.
Dunks,
Only
they had-
We
one
got a
person.
3.8 rating on iTunes.
Only one person on this show has ever made fun of Asian voices.
Bro, but
Like,
I
it's not
have
even-
a squeaky clean
How?
record. You said, go look at the comments. They
How?
said Jew. They said
They never
Francis.
specified
yeah.
anybody but Dunks.
Yes, they did. No, they said Francis.
Hey,
They
no,
said
there's a
me.
positive comment, and it's not me who wrote this.
Yeah,
What was the positive?
the last comment is Dunks won me over.
Hey,
Oh,
that's
Dunks
the
is
thing.
a pretty cool person.
Even when I get a compliment, it always starts with like, originally I fucking hated you or
Yeah.
despised you, but
Yeah.
over time you don't annoy me as
No,
much.
Dunks is pretty cool
So
people.
thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. We just
Dunks
let
is pretty
you
cool people. I remember what it
Oh,
was.
I didn't mean you.
I forgot.
know.
One of them,
Nah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the reviews. I'm talking about the reviews, of course.
Dunks funny. Let's get to some other news.
No,
This
really,
something
really
else.
important though on the news topic. Tomorrow's Yeezy Day, and as much as we all hate and despise Yeezy, starting at 7 a.m.
You
East.
including yourself in that?
No, but
Oh.
groupthink. But starting at 7 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, there's going to be potentially 12 hours of Yeezy drops on YeezySupply.com.
Yeah.
So we know the black synthetics will be there,
Hey,
and
real quick,
all the
I-
reflective packs.
Who's
Is
this?
anybody going for this?
Y'all rant too much. I get it. It's annoying how there's hype beasts and fake sneakerhead everywhere. I understand, but no need to rant about it all the time. It is what it is. Unfortunately, I had to unsubscribe after being subscribed for almost a year. That's UC's.
Start that from the sentence
Well, you know what?
one more
In
time.
response to that,
Y'all
I'm sorry.
ran
Hold on,
too
one more-
much.
Go back. What's the first word?
Y'all
Y'all,
rant
not Caesar.
too much. I don't.
Y'all.
I give clarity.
It
I
says
said
y'all. That's
Caesar.
plural.
I
What does
said-
y'all mean?
Because
you
it's more
are.
than 1, 2, 3.
What?
Yeah, you are.
are.
I don't
You
worry about
are.
that. I don't worry about. I actually say, hey.
In my mind, I hear Chris Tucker and Rush Hour. Yo!
Yeah, that's not me. Hey, that's not me, man.
Well,
That's
check it
y'all.
out. Fish.
When you put out 2 hours of content a week, like yeah, shit might feel a little stagnant sometimes, but
Yeah. Man.
Hey, if you don't like us, how about that?
Hey, dog. I mean, look, I can't please everybody, no. At least I don't make fun of Asian people. Look, Nike files lawsuit against former employee turned sneaker customizer. This is something people been talking about too all week. An article written on NiceKicks.com. Nike has filed 2 lawsuits against footwear customizers. Nike filed a federal complaint against Customs by Eileen Inc., aka Drip Creations, stating that Drip Creations has been selling sneakers that are a knockoff Air Force One style shoe called the D1. Nike went on to say, no, they actually threw some shade at the D1. They went on to say that the D1 was made with poor craftsmanship, had crooked proportions, messy stitching.
no, that's a
cheap
little
details.
ironic for even if there's
I
truth
know,
to that. Like,
I
come
know,
on, Nike.
I know. I thought of it as I was
Yeah,
writing it
like,
out. Like, hold on,
I've seen
Nike.
some
I'm
blue
really
stains on
listening.
some of my
Hold
shit.
on. They got the reason y'all came out the what, remaster program, or we're going to.
Yeah, they did it for like 3 shoes and then stopped.
I know, right? So they said they had start over again. They had the poor craftsmanship, had crooked proportions, messy stitching.
No, time out. That's Virgil Abloh's whole game.
On the real talk, cheap details, and are taller than the real Air Force One shoe. Nike also filed a lawsuit against another customizer who was once their employee. Nike named Jeff. Oh boy, how's his last name? Waskawiak? I don't know.
Jeff W.
Yeah, Jeff W. And Kick Rich LLC in a similar but unrelated lawsuit, accusing them of trademark infringement in connection with their alleged practice of reselling Nike and Converse products that have been materially altered in ways that the brands have never approved or authorized. Jeffrey has been operating Kick Rich since December of 2019, where he hand makes custom made-to-order footwear. Jeffrey attended the Pensole Academy in 2012, just before his employment at Nike. He worked there just short of 5 years. Nike alleges that Kick Rich's custom sneakers are robbing them and Converse of the ability to carefully manage which brands to collaborate with and thoughtfully select where, when, and how often their marks are used to guide the public perception for the iconic brands. Nike and Converse claim that Jeffrey and his company are liable for damages for making custom shoes that combine purportedly genuine Nike shoe soles with uppers fabricated entirely by defendants. And that includes reproduction of Nike's famous swoosh design and other protected trade dress, and then selling them for hundreds or up to several thousands of dollars each. Nike argues that despite the footwear being initially authentic, it being reworked into a materially different product than the original falsely affiliates Nike with brands, pointing to their custom Amazon Prime Air Jordan 1 as an example. This argument removes any defendant's ability to use the first sale doctrine as a defense. Nike also takes issue with the fact that Kick Rich makes and sells laser cut and digital downloads of shoe patterns that allow others to make fakes for several others of Nike's trade dress protected footwear styles. Okay, so it sounds like in the first one against what was that?
I mean, I feel
Drip
like
Creations.
you got a problem with that, but you cool with the shoe surgery.
That's where I was going with it. That's where I was going with it.
I think does the shoe surgeon do one of ones, or is he doing?
I don't know.
He does.
I don't know
He's
what
dropped.
he does.
Didn't he drop like some in the size run before?
Bro, he did one for
I
PJ
don't-
Tucker. He did a Virgil Off-White one for PJ Tucker. He did one, looked like Shannon Sharp was winning the DeMar DeRozan interview. He's done them for multiple people, bro.
Maybe
Like,
they got some arrangement. I don't know.
You know, I
Maybe
saw
Like
he
how
did
they
a-
always
he had
do.
an official
I
collab
don't
with
know.
Twix.
Huh?
He had an official collab with Twix, like the candy bar.
Yeah.
That's like the last time I paid attention to him.
But what shoe was it though?
A Jordan 1.
Maybe they have some. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they have some type of arrangement.
I mean, technically, wouldn't he be an employee for them just like how they were?
Maybe in a
Yeah.
freelance
I
manner.
know Who Fresh did the same thing. So that's what I'm saying. I know they work with certain customizers, which will be their prerogative, I guess.
But my thing is, you can't say. My thing is, forget all the other stuff. I didn't agree to do it. I didn't agree or give you permission to do that. It's more like, hey, you misconstruing this, like all the others, like mischief in there. Like you can't say that because you allow other people to do it. Your only argument should say, hey, we didn't approve of you doing it.
That's what they're saying.
There's no talking about that, like all that. Oh, we didn't.
Yeah, it's just-
you
it's
But that's
confusing
exactly
our
what they're
brand.
saying, though.
You can,
Yeah, but they don't. They could say it without slandering their product.
Yeah.
No, they only slandered the first one because it was a knockoff. That's their beat. The first shoe was a knockoff. It's not even real.
Okay,
Air Force
so
Ones.
right, so we can say they just made a B grade.
Knockoff, my G. If they're making fake Air Force Ones,
I mean, well, how they kind of described how the shoe was, it just sounded like a B grade to me.
no, they're just pointing out how messy it is.
Well, a B grade would infer that it was made authentically, but like something
There's a
fucked
flaw.
up,
Yeah,
or
there's a flaw
like
in
a
the
minor
process.
mistake.
Sounded like it was a lot of flaws with how they was pointing
These
that
are
out.
just straight up fakes that they're customizing. So that's at least that's what they're alleging with Drip Creations. With Kick Rich, they're saying, okay, yeah, they bought the real shoe, took the bottoms, and then made their own uppers. Now, where you get in trouble at is when you make the swoosh, because that's really where you can get fucked because that's their logo. So anybody making a swoosh logo,
Should have done the Thunderbolt.
there you go.
But even if they've already,
Still another black brand's design, and nobody cares as long as you are black.
but even though they actually bought the shoe first,
Huh?
they still can't recreate the swoosh, even though they already purchased the shoe.
It's something weird. That's why I wish we had
Because
Johnny,
that's what just happened with Lil Nas X and
exactly what happened.
whatever fucking
Yeah.
company it was.
Oh yeah, no, that's
And they didn't
true.
even do all that. They just added some shit in there and just,
some blood.
yeah.
That was weird.
So, I mean, they just took, a black Air Max 97 and, added some blood and some
Upside
Gothic
down
shit.
cross, yeah.
Yeah, and then, so I think I feel like I understand, but like there's things that I'm still not understanding. Now, people might say, yeah, like to Guru's point, or they've done this with this person and that person. Well, that's their prerogative, right? If that's their shit to own, they can pick and choose who they willing to work with and who not to work with. So that's where it's at.
But why not get them a job in creative if they're able to do
They
that?
can't hire everybody, man.
Yeah, he worked there, didn't he?
Who? The one guy used to work there. Now, what he did, I don't know. I mean, it says that he went to the Pencil Academy, for design, so you assume that he was a designer.
Yeah.
Right? But,
I don't know.
Some people get in. So, what I know is some people, in order to get in, they'll take a lower position just so they can work their way up to that position.
Yeah.
Because that's, a lot of people dream job to work for a Nike or an Adidas or whatever. And so, I get that to some degree. I'm not saying he did that. I'm just speculating.
Sometimes you're privileged.
Yeah.
Shit, I would take a Nike internship. If you guys are listening.
Hey, did you take an internship at Complex?
Yeah. I applied for one.
Oh, I thought you had. Oh, okay. I thought it was like a real job. Okay, cool.
No, that too.
Okay.
Shit, apply to StockX. We should read some of my rejection letters on air.
We should bring them bitches in.
Yeah.
I want to know why we do
I
Next
think that makes
episode.
for a nice segment.
that. Would
I think it's because my number one position is co-host of the sneaker show, this podcast.
I definitely think we are.
You're bringing your stock down a little bit.
I definitely think we are not helping you in that regard.
That 3.8 star review rating doesn't help
No,
you.
it's probably all
I'm
Complex
proud.
employees. They just get their Complex employees to leave us negative reviews.
Probably so.
Yeah. Shout out to the real fans though that support us and whatnot. I think one dude was like, "All they do is talk about sneaker topics," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's why we're a sneaker show."
You know what you want?
Yeah. Oh no, he said we take the news from, we take news articles and stuff. I'm like, yes, we talk about the topics that occur. Not a lot of people read the articles. A lot of people read the headlines and don't even read the articles. So we do the job for you basically. I literally give you the cliff notes, or like the enough details to give you the context and the information of what's going on.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Yeah, and then we talk about it. Like I don't know what you looking for. I guess we could talk about our favorite shoe for the next fucking year.
Homer said lead Mike is terrible and boring. Guru's decent, but the content is all over the place.
This motherfucker searched. How long did it take you to type that?
It's like 6 down.
When was that?
6 down. A year ago. Everybody leaves on these searches.
Who wrote that?
Homer's.
Homer's?
Yeah.
Kiss my ass, Homer's.
Oh man, this is funny.
I'm just saying.
I'm pretty sure not all bad review was directed towards
Tired of
shoes.
this podcast out. The first half hour of the latest episode is all racism. White, black, Puerto Rican went to listening about shoes and etc. How Nike doesn't.
Oh,
have
that's
black,
somebody being sensitive. Kiss my ass.
black-
Kiss my ass too. Who was that? What's their name?
using the term white guys. The list goes on.
What's
I
their
know
name?
racism is out there,
Stick.
not putting out blinders. If I wanted to listen to this
I
racist
may or
thing,
may not have a burner.
hey, his name's. I said racist with a name.
That's his name?
It said racist. Yeah.
That's his name? Racist with the name?
No. Cream 414. You love that.
I'm
That's
happy
my
we
old
have.
AOL
too.
name.
Yeah. Like,
I'm happy we have consumer engagement levels high enough for them to feel the need to actually type something.
Hey, I got another one for you. I
Real
stopped
quick,
listening
this
to
one.
this podcast several months ago due to Caesar quotation marks frequently making racist generalizations about white people. Good night. I see you later.
that's it. That's one.
Stick wrote it. That's
No,
another.
Stick.
Stick got another burner.
And you know what? Because somebody assumed, real quick in my defense, somebody assumed, because remember when I used to do the 1-star reviews?
Oh yeah.
They assumed that the voice was white. So you're racist, because I never said it was a white voice. So you're racist for thinking it was a white voice.
I never said it was an Asian voice.
We know it was an Asian voice.
But you know it was a white voice.
It was talking to, no, I didn't say that. That's
I
what they
never
said.
said
I love your response.
You didn't have to
though.
say Asian voice.
It's
You
You
just
didn't
said
have
it
to say
was.
white voice.
It's just
Huh?
one.
You didn't have to say white voice.
That's what they assumed it was. I didn't say it was white.
I didn't say it was Asian.
It was after an Asian story.
It was after a Caucasian store.
No,
it
you're
wasn't.
Yes, it
racist.
was.
No, it wasn't.
Shoe Carnival is what?
It wasn't Shoe
It
Carnival.
was.
What store was it?
I don't remember.
Exactly.
I don't remember. I know about Shoe Carnival.
What store was it? DSW?
Nobody gives a shit. It might have,
Fuck DSW.
Exactly.
Either way, Google's more racist than me.
No, I'm not. I just provided you hard
But no,
evidence.
yeah. Anyway,
The people have spoken.
So the thing is about Guru's racism is he backs everything up with facts. So it's kind of
factual
justified.
It ain't factual.
It is factual. Right?
So it's factual racism. So it's still racism,
No,
right?
it's not. It's me.
telling
It's
you,
called. It's one thing for being racist and
The
identifying
hoops y'all
racism.
jumped through, it's like Olympic-sized hoops that y'all jumped
Caesar
through.
is an ignorant racist, and Guru is an informed racist.
What type of shit? Yeah, I identify racism.
I'm telling you, you're not. Listen, you
exploit
make.
racism.
Listen, if I was racist, I would be real racist towards white people right now because I ain't feeling you right now. You're supposed to be on my side.
No, you wouldn't.
I was the only person that said I was happy to see you.
Sticks the producer today. You really
I
gonna
like
be
Sticks
racist
too.
towards white
Hey,
people? I'm just saying.
imagine being white and a reseller on this show. You know how tough it is sometimes to sit here.
I read a
Yeah,
comment.
you are the minority.
I read a comment
And
a year
Jewish.
ago that
That's
applied to today's show.
That's the one comment to combat the comment that we already established was about you.
Nah, man. I took a comment from 2 years ago and it spoke.
No, that
exactly
comment
what
was
you
like
said
3
today.
years ago when you was saying
But
racist
it's still
stuff.
relevant because
How
it's
is it still
true.
relevant?
Because you made a generalization.
And you made a generalization about white people. I mean, about
Longest running
Asians.
show in
what
the
I did
game
not.
staying relevant.
Huh?
Said the longest running show in the game staying relevant is all I hear.
Yes. Yes. Whatever race is hot right now, we will make fun of them. Anyway, this is episode 303.
Exactly. That's pure racism.
Episode
you see that
303.
people? You see that people?
Well, no, remember today we made fun of vegans. That's
That's
what
not a
today
race.
was
Fuck
about.
vegans. I don't care about them.
Exactly. That's a group of people.
If they can't make a good steak, I don't give a shit.
But
They
they don't make steaks.
Exactly. That's
That's
I'm
why he
giving a shit
doesn't
about
fuck with them.
Hey, capers make steaks and you don't rock with
Anyway,
them.
I
they
do
might
like
make
capers.
they might make a tofu steak.
That shit don't count.
Anyway,
Anyway,
hey,
Hey,
I
the
can't
vegan-
you see I'm trying to enter.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
vegans are out here putting Jiminy Cricket on their Adidas
Anyway, this
collabs.
episode
Did he just bring
303.
up capers?
Yeah.
Steak by the ounce. We going?
I love capers. I don't know what he's talking about.
Let's go.
I'm saying, let's do it.
I thought we were going to the strip club.
Oh, what were sports dying? What were sports paying for this, right? Like,
And we go to the strip club.
oh, what were sports dying?
Pantheon, here we
What was
come.
sports about to be like Under Armour?
Did you guys
Hey,
hear
here's
about
the
that
Birdman
politician
hand,
that was taking people to Pantheon and got in
Yeah,
trouble for
here.
it?
What's his name? The city
I
councilman?
forget his name, but he was charging lamb chops.
I ain't mad at him. Anyway, this is episode 303. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting us despite our racism. And we'll see you guys next week. We out.
All right, peace.